I'm back. I'm back. I'm finally back. This is my comeback. Too bad I don't get a comeback from you, though. Mm?
Yeah, I'm jaking it. I'm
Here comes the
jaking it.
train.
Is that my talented, vibrant, smart, funny,
Uh,
adorable, and above all
No.
favorite VTuber back from having a great break she's long earned and deserved? I lost, let's go.
Oh my! Kirby's sucking the ink off me.
Couldn't stop loving you even if I wanted to. Tilde welcome back feet blood kiss missed you feet heart.
Everyone,
Yeah.
let's spoil our
jaking
punk
it.
princess
I'm
by
jaking
gifting
it.
subs and
Bark,
donating
bark,
goodies
bark,
for
overstimulated.
her.
bark, bark.
Well, you know, welcome back, Fefe.
yeah.
I hope
How is this for story time, huh?
Welcome back Fefe. Missed your streams and hope you had a great time on vacation.
Thank you. And
yeah.
again, and
I'm
more.
jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Ark Poochie. Okay, I'll go through all subs in just a second. Hi. That was like a 1 out of 10. What the hell was that? Anyway, hi. Hi,
yeah.
Succubus. Hello.
I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Hi, welcome back. We missed you, Lumen, you six pansexual heart crump heart.
Thank you. Oh, and we just keep coming.
Jaking
And just keep coming.
I'm jaking it.
Except you're not, because no, not
beautiful
November.
Fefe, I shall show you the world.
I shall show you the world as we go through the
Alice_Strange
jaking.
gifted a tier 1 sub to Nobuneros.
Hold on, what? I didn't understand last yes. You know what? Whatever. 1 out of 10, but it's your return stream, so automatic 6 out of 10. Is that how we're doing it? We're giving me pity points? We're giving me pity points just because it's my first stream in, what is it, a month? Something like that. Someone fact check me for the last time I streamed. I mean, it's definitely been more than 2 weeks. It's definitely been 3 or more.
Welcome back. I saved up a lot of bitties for your tits. I will not lose NNN. You can try, but you will fail.
I don't know about that.
I'm jaking it.
Feet party a most rave.
I don't know about that. You know, it's my comeback stream. Too bad I won't get a comeback from you because it's No Nut November. But maybe you could try. You could try, you know, squeeze one out a little bit more, especially with those subs. Thank you for showering me with subs. Very lovely subs. You're at the beach with Glitchy the Octopus. Well, actually, I was in Japan, and, there was a beach there. But...
Coming back at the beginning of No Nut November is crazy. Lucky for you, I have a truck supply of my nut for you.
Whoa, man. Whoa, bro. You have a truck supply of nut? What kind of nuts? Walnuts? Peanuts? Macadamia nuts? You know, I'm looking for a bunch of nuts to milk so that I can review nut milk on stream, make a tier list. You know, that's on my to-do list. It haunts me daily. All of the nut milk dripping in my mind. What? Is this what streaming was like? Is this what streaming was like? Oh, yes. Oh, internet, please don't die. Please don't die, internet,
I'm
please.
jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Hi Fefe.
Hi. I should probably get through these subs, huh?
I'm jaking
Like
it.
Fefe and the
I'm
Breed
jaking
Brigade
it.
celebrate anything other than non-stop Nutmeg November, trying to keep us as safe and least for your return. All the bitties for the mini milky titties. I reject No Nut November as being unhealthy and causing unnecessary stress and being bad for prostate health.
Are these stress
Instead,
balls?
I propose we welcome back our punk princess with non-stop Nut November.
I'm jaking it.
Non-stop Nut November?
jaking
Well,
it.
Well. Seems like someone had a good time in Japan.
maybe. Maybe I'll tell you all about it. You know, if I drink nut milk and eat nuts, does that make me fail No Nut November? Like, how far does this reach? Okay, when you say no nut November, does that also count like eating peanuts? And, eating nuts, drinking nuts? Like, what if I want like almond milk in my coffee? Does that make me fail no nut November?
I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
5 years ago all that was here was nothing more than a small streamer's radio show. After that she tried streaming only to get people mad because shadow licking them wasn't their fancy. Now she's all grown up and stands on her own merit.
I know, as a real menace on the internet. Those were the days.
I'm jaking it.
I am Optimus
Hello,
Prime.
Fei
Holy
Fei.
And I
shit.
send
And
this
someone's
message
trying to
to any
talk over you.
surviving
Hope
Autobots
you had a great
taking
trip and
refuge
hope
among
you're
the
having a great day
stars.
and have a great
The
stream.
punk has
You are
returned and is
amazing,
ready to accept
beautiful,
all the
gorgeous,
glue you've
sexy,
saved
cute,
up in her
cute,
absence.
cute,
But only
boing,
if you
boing,
can hold
cute,
out
and
for
very,
another
very
month.
boing,
All the
boing.
voices in
It's
my
like
head.
Megatron always
Cute,
said.
cute.
The bigger the splooge, the bigger the sploosh. He totally said that for real.
Totally said that for real. You tell him, you say Optimus with your whole big metal chest. Yeah, you say it with your whole chest. Say it louder. Okay, before I get too ahead of myself, I should catch up on all these lovely subs and biddies. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Outdated, for the tier 3. Keep showering me with all of the biddies, and if you say that your biddies are nuts, does that make me fail no nut November?
Making you laugh is my great accomplishment here. Glad
Welcome
you're
back,
Fei Fei.
Feifei.
Miss
I
you.
will fail No Nut November once you come back to the basement to let me out.
Well, I mean, out of the basement, but what if I want to go down there? I'm preventing Wesker not to. You know what? But that's the breeding basement. Are you going to drink some, like, nut milk? And fail No Nut November that way, Wesker? But you shouldn't come out of the breeding basement. I'm not done with you yet. I'll get back to you. Anyway. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Welcome back from vacation, pervert.
Hey, I resent that. I am just synonym for pervert. There was a joke there I thought I would hope would come to me in time, and it did not. That's a fail. That's a fail. Anyway, I'm gonna read these subs. I'm gonna read these subs so I can stay in my story time, and then we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time on stream. It's gonna be so well organized, and I'm not gonna go all over the place at all. You might go all over the place, though. I see you. I see you behind your computer screen. I see you enjoying yourself. Yeah.
I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Utano Pandora gifted a tier 1 sub to Peter Griffin's left nipple.
What?
They have given 4 gift subs in the channel.
What about his right nipple? Thank you, Pandora, for the sub. All right, focus. We get the rest of these subs. Okay. Thank you, Colossus, for the 4 months. Thank you, Stash Daddy, for the 10 gifted subs. Oh my goodness. Mwah.
I'm jaking it.
All right, chat.
I'm jaking it.
Time to make you all remember Fifi's chaotic nature with a poem. Ahem! 5 years of subscribing, Twitch could surmise Fifi's had enough dicks in her eyes.
I what now? I had dicks in my eyes? If I cry, what happens to them? That make me lose November.
Oh, yeah. I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Oh shit. Okay. Thank you, Garuda, for the 9 months. Thank you, Locke, for the 25 months. Thank you, Stash Daddy, for another gifted another 3 gifted subs. That's like 13. Wait, hold on. I'm getting mixed up. I've already lost it. That's 13 gifted subs. Yeah, I'm right.
I'm jaking it.
With it being my birthday month, I'm gonna try and see what money says and subscribe to your other page.
Ew. Well, you would get like 2 years worth of content with just 1 subscription, so. Also, thank you for the sub. John Law Photography. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chip Damage, for the 13 months. Thank you, Chris Garcia, for the 4 months. Really hard to get that out. Thank you, Psycho Sai, for the 13 months. Thank you, Skinner Nibby, for the tier 2, 13 months. Thank you, Jean Garcia, for the 41 months. Thank you, Mr. Raven, for the 8 months. Thank you, Mambo, for the 5 months. Thank you, Art Pucci, for the 9 months. Thank you, Succubus, for the 14 months. Thank you, Diego Brando, or Barndo, whatever, for the 7 months. Thank you, Alistair, for the gift to sub. Thank you, Cortica Ninja Wolf, for the 3 months. Thank you, Korean on the Noob, for the 13 months. Thank you, Stormy Nice, for the 6 months. Thank you, Ghostly Boy, for the 25 months. Thank you, Jolly Jared, for the 60 months. Thank you, Dallas Kiwi, for the 28 months. Thank you, Sonic, for the 44 months. Thank you, Jimmy Norky, for the Prime. Thank you, Hellstar, for the 2 months. Thank
Welcome back, beautiful.
you, Alright, for the sub. I did it. I got through it. I did it. We got through it. We did it. Okay, I barely survived. Shower me with all your warm liquids to soothe this throat of mine. Okay. Drink. I should probably tell you guys, I got a minor respiratory infection in Japan, so I might, cough and wheeze. This is no surprise if you know my lore.
Hey, Feffy!
Glad
you're back
from your
trip to Japan.
Hopefully
it was awesome.
The voices.
Also, by the way, before I go, Shadow told me that you tweeted request of Art of You pregnant and Shadow the father. He said he find it freaky, whatever that means.
All the voices in my head. I'll read them individually. If you're hearing this, you lost the game and as punishment, you need to act superhuman sus to the next VTuber meet, make them lose no not November. So, actually, joke's on you, Psycho Psy. I did not hear that, so I did not lose the game. Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you, Chaos. All joking aside, with Mr. Cute Punk Princess, happy you made it home safe. Thank you so much. And I also saw that you gave 1,000 titty bitties. Thank you so much. Okay, Classic Sonic getting my name wrong. Feffy?
Yeah. I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Oh yes, 7 whole months with the goddess Fefe.
Thank you, Farmer Gamer, for 7 months. Gerolson Fifi, thank you. I'm glad that I didn't get like sick in Japan. Just like minor respiratory infection. A couple of other people got it too. My biggest fear was like getting sick in Japan, you know? Just like, you know, environment you never been to before, you're not used to, you can get sick. And I'm really surprised, but also glad I did not. But I might cough and wheeze, if you know my lore.
Feet blow kiss feet bark feet blow kiss feet bark feet blow kiss feet bark.
Thank you, Farmer Gamer. If you know my lore, I don't have the greatest set of lungs, so if I get a cough, it sticks around like a creepy X. It never goes away. But I did stuff. I did the stuff. I went to Japan for the first time, and I got back not too long ago, just a few days ago, and today's like the first day I'm like not jet lagged. I gotta say, jet lag, it was strange because normally when you go to a country, when you get there, you're very exhausted all the time, and you have really bad indigestion Okay. Let's be real. You get you get like the hurdy tom-toms, right? But I did not have that with Japan at all. Now, I'm not sure if like time zones really make that much of a difference.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
I'm jaking it.
You all fail No Nut November.
Back from Japan, beautiful.
Thank you, 40K Farva. Thank you for losing No Nut November from me for the 2 months. So normally when I go to like Europe, when I get there, my jet lag is really bad. And when I get back in the US, no jet lag. I adjust very well, very quickly.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah. I'm jaking it.
Fefe. Welcome back, feet blokis, feet blokis.
Thank you, Southern Vibes, for the 14 months. Welcome back. Yeah, I definitely got to come back with that sub. Anyway, Japan was the opposite for jet lag. When I get there, I adjust very well. I don't really feel anything. When I get back, though, man, the jet lag hit me so hard. So it's like the opposite of Europe. I don't know why. I think it's just time zone differences, maybe length of flight or whatever. I don't know. But I get there, I'm completely fine because, you know, I get to enjoy myself without feeling like a zombie the whole time. And then I'd rather just feel like a zombie when I get back. I don't care if I feel like a zombie at home. I want to enjoy my trip, though. Hello, you went to Japan? No way. How was it? Always wish I could go there. Yeah, Voidashu, I was just about to say story time, and I have pictures. That's right. I took lots of pictures. I'm gonna try maybe going in chronological order, but if you want like a general...
Welcome back, Faye. Sad my resub message got talked over by Optimus lol. Hope you had a great trip and have a great stream and day.
Thank you, Deathwatch Gaming. Yeah, the voices in my head are like really loud sometimes. Feet pics. Oh, you know it. More like hands. Feet are kind of like hands, right? Right? There's a lot of pictures with my hands. All right, I went to a lot of cool places. I try to like make these like in chronological order. Japan know you as well as the US does? No. So, you know, I pay attention to like VTuber stuff when I'm, you know, out there, you know. And one thing I noticed about Japan is that you see a lot of VTuber stuff. Actually, VTubers are huge there. However, asterisks, only Japan talents. You will not see any American or any Western VTuber. SpongeBob, welcome back. You can go to a random anime store in Akiba, and you'll find a whole bunch of VTuber stuff. But you won't find any Western VTubers. You will only find Japan talents, almost all Hololive. However, I did see Western VTubers there, but all Hololive. But that was pretty sparse. So almost all Japanese Hololive talents. A few overseas talents from Hololive. Thank you, Braxton, for the 2 months.
A lot of languages call toes the fingers of the feet, so yeah, feet and hands are pretty interchangeable.
Kirby, what are you doing up there?
Either way, feet lick, feet lick, feet lick. Oh
Kirby
my
just
God,
sucked off
Faye is
chat.
back.
There's a Niji section at some of these stores. You know, I was looking for that too, and either I didn't see it, like it wasn't there, or I didn't notice, or I couldn't find it. It's either there and I couldn't find it. I did look for it, but I only ever saw Hololive. Or I forgot seeing Niji stuff there.
I'm jaking it.
Garby! He got big. He wants all the sucky. He'll suck it all. Do you like Japan or being here in America better? Do you like both the same? It's kind of a loaded question. Thank you, Coda, for the 5 months. Which cities did you visit?
Okay, how many doujins did you buy?
I'll talk about that in a second, okay? What cities did you visit? So, I went to Tokyo, Osaka, and kind of like all like the and like a bunch of like the big districts in Tokyo. So went to Shibuya, Harajuku, Shinjuku, fucking Odaiba, all of the places in Tokyo.
Okay, how am I only just noticing the sound wave bin? Either way, base choice.
Thank you. Oh, what? Oh, my phone's not plugged in. Kirby, not the eyeball? Not my whole head. I'm inside Kirby. All right. He's like, shut up, bitch. Whoop! Okay, my camera is about to die. I left it unplugged. That was silly me. BRB. Okay, so brief overview. I went to those cities I mentioned before, Osaka, Tokyo. Sir? Sir, I'm trying to tell a story. Sir? That's disrespectful.
Did you visit the Godzilla
You
store?
got cake, though.
Also, did you drink some more water/game us up yet?
So to quickly answer your question, yes, I did kind of go to the Godzilla store. And no, I have not had Gamer Supps yet today. I actually have Powerade today. So Osaka, Tokyo, fucking, what else did I say? I don't even know. Akihabara, Shibuya, Shinjuku, all of those places. I went with a bunch of people. Went with Angel Steps, Dai Mori, H&K, and his fiance, and EXO was there. It was a big group. There's also like a bunch of people there that I didn't really know. Some of them were H&K's friends. So big old group of people. But hung out with H&K like a lot. EXO was really cool to meet. Hung out with all of the homies a lot. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my pictures up. Where did they go? Oh, they are right here. Also, I also met like a lot of really cool people in Japan. Like I met Little V. Do you guys know Little V? Do you guys know Little V? He does a lot of metal covers on YouTube. If you don't know him. He was a really cool person to meet. Hold on. What? Look at him. Look at him. This is us out in Ginza. Another place I visited. Oh man, he was so dope. He was honestly like so freaking cool. Yeah, we had lunch and it was raining. Oh dude, okay. Rain in Japan is no joke. It's no joke. It rained like almost every day in Japan. Like if you ever go to Japan, first thing you need to do is buy an umbrella. I'm dead serious. It rains that much. He looks like the drummer of a band I support. Yeah, check out his stuff. He only does YouTube. He doesn't do Twitch. Not sure if I can get like a fucking link to his YouTube. Someone would help me out. I don't know. Is that even possible? I think, yeah, it should be. It should be possible. Let's link to his channel. He's really cool. He's really awesome to meet. We went to the Uniqlo flagship store. Dude, that was crazy. There was like a Chainsaw Man collab at that Uniqlo. first of all, Ginza is insane. Like, you have like 20-story buildings for like one brand. And the Uniqlo store was, I think, 13 floors. Imagine one store being 13 floors. It was nutty. I mean, I know it was a flagship, but that's nutty. Thank you, Psycho Psy. Yes. Yes, thank you so much. I was like, wait, I should be able to link his channel. Yeah, the Uniqlo store bought some Chainsaw Man t-shirts and because that was like the current collab that they had going. They also had like a lot of really cool Berserk t-shirts, and Lil V was is a huge fan of Berserk, so he got like a ton of Berserk t-shirts. And so that was really fun. That was I can't remember like what day that was exactly. I mean, if you guys want like some more photos or like a nice like little timeline, I got like a Japan thread of pictures. Some of them might be different from what I'm seeing here. Have you seen the movie for Chainsaw Man? I have. That was pretty good. I can see why they made it a movie. It was an anime movie. I'm like, cool. I'm actually glad you made this a movie so we can kind of move on to the next thing. I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it. It was really good.
Oh, yeah. I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Doom Guy and Ryu Hayabusa is a bromance.
Oh yeah? Thanks for the neat fact. Thank you, Pope Ninja, for the 4 months. It's censored. The movie's censored. The manga obviously it's got boo-boos. And the movie does not. I can kind of see why, because they probably want to make it be put on TV. But still, I was like, boo!
I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
You know, speaking of movies, I did see a lot of movies because I was on a plane for 11 hours. I was on a plane for so long. I can't. What movies did I see? I saw Fight Club for the first time. I know what you're about to say. Did this VTuber bitch just say that she saw Fight Club for the first time? That is a yes. Yes, I did watch Fight Club for the first time. Don't at me. Listen, I can't see everything. All right. I also saw, what's that one movie? Oh, it's slipping my mind.
Oh, yeah. I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Oh, thank you, Lag Taz, for the 3 months. So, what was really funny about watching Fight Club is that I didn't really know anything about it, except for the first rule of Fight Club is not talk about Fight Club. Okay, I know that part, right? And I knew, like, the twist to some degree. But I'm a really big fan of Mr. Robot. And I saw that years ago. I was not expecting...
Fefe, you've already forgotten the first rule of Fight Club. Don't talk about Fight Club. Feet or a feet mudder.
But everyone talks about Fight Club in the movie. Okay, well, I love Mr. Robot, the TV show. Dude, that Mr. Robot is literally just Fight Club if they made it a TV show. Like, I didn't know that Mr. Robot was so heavily inspired by fucking Fight Club. That was crazy. Fight Club good or bad? It's definitely good. Especially back in, I believe it came out in the late 90s, right? When it came in the late 90s, I could see how inspirational and influential it was. What's that? Oh, damn it. I'm trying to think of the other movie I saw. Holy shit. Dang, somebody lost No Nut November.
Bye, welcome back Fefe the way. I can't wait to get your card sleeves I've ordered. Also, how's the punk scene in Japan?
Ah, good question. Also, yes, if you guys missed it, there are V-card sleeves, and one of them is of little me.
Yeah, I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Gakafan20001 gifted a tier 1 sub to Zero Nacho 1.
Thank you, Gotcha Fan, for the gifted sub. Hi, Zuko! Hi, how are you? Cutie spotted. Guys, I'm gonna skip to the end of the trip where I saw Zuko. I went to 21 Pilots.
I'm jaking it.
Wait, Suto. Fuck, I'm so sorry. I'm jet lagged. Fuck, I'm so sorry.
They have given
Hi, Zuko.
476 gift subs in the channel.
Oh, Voraisha with the raid. Hello. I don't have any fucking raid message other than hello. The no November raid.
My favorite tuber with the most powerful bottom energy in the world.
LMA, no worries. I just sometimes my mind like blanks out, right? Hi, Voraisha! Oh my goodness, welcome back. How was Japan? It was great. Oh my goodness, both Voraisha and Zuko are here. Oh my fucking holy shit! Oh, breaking news! Oh, bye! Oh, pie for your No Nut November. Take it.
Mr. Updated gifted a tier 1 sub to Voraisha. They have given 477 gift subs in the channel.
Girlies. Too much boing boing here. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no boing boing here. None at all. There is no boing boing. There is no boing boing on twitch.tv. There is no boing boing. Thank you, Mr. Outdated, for gifting a sub to Voraisha and to Zuko. Thank you, Mega Voyager, for 16 months. Raiders coming in and friends just coming in. I just got started on my Japan trip story time. I only covered maybe one thing, and that was that I met Little V. You know, I'm on YouTube, makes really awesome YouTube covers. I miss Fifi streams. Yes, this is like my first stream in like 3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks and some change. Because, well, I was in Japan for a long time.
I fear the day Fefe and Zuko are in the same place. The world cannot handle such a concentration of bottom energy. Feet scream.
What? I'll have you know that I have been in the same room as Zuko before. And she's super cute, okay? She's super cute, okay? And I don't know what you mean about bottom energy, okay? Maybe that could be reserved for Zuko. I don't know. Zuko, are you a bottom? Asking all the personal questions. The internet's got to know all your business, am I right? I'm interested to know too. I will also extend the question to you, Voraisha. Are you a bottom? My chat likes to say that I'm a bottom, but, you know, who tells the truth on the internet anymore?
Yeah, I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
At least Feifei isn't a bottom.
You see? Not like I have to be validated by people on the internet. Well, but I am not a bottom. Survey says, not a bottom. Confirmed. I'm going to sleep nearly 1 a.m. Who needs sleep anyway? I didn't sleep for like a week. Well, in terms of my trip to Japan, so I get there and then I go to like my Airbnb, and then I have some really, really good the Japanese restaurant I went to that night had like a really cool set of food where you get like gyoza and like a half size of ramen and like fried rice. Dude, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, I'll get into food in a second. But then I passed out, right? And then the next day,
Yeah, I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Jadger Massa gifted a tier 1 sub to Forged 27.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Jaeger Massa, for the 2
I'm
gifted
jaking
subs.
it.
Also, thank you, Butt Fuck Virus, for the 5 months.
Jadger Massa gifted a tier 1 sub to Jam losing the game.
You listened to Gorillas before? Yeah, I have. I like the Gorillas. I love the Gorillas. So day 2. It's really day 1. I don't know. Do we consider me the day that I fly in and I get settled in and all I do is go to a restaurant and then pass out day 1 or day 0? What do we think, chat? Day 0? Day 0.5? What is this, Kingdom Hearts? Get out of there with that 0.5. 1, day 0, day 0. Alright, cool. Day -1. Okay, guys, so on day 1.5, final remix, I went to Ikebukuro to the really big mall there called Sunshine City. And, you know, man, I can't talk about Durarara yet, but went to Ikebukuro, and actually the only thing I really did was Sunshine City. They had the Pokemon Center there, and got some Pokemon stuff. They had Pokemon Halloween stuff. I got a really cool Pokemon Halloween mug that is just, it's just really cool. It's just really neat. And they had like this little mural there. I'll load up this picture of it. So that's a Ho-Oh's wings, and you can see in the back it says Pokemon Center, Sunshine City Mall. That's like the big place there. Cute. That's actually say Chimera. Any other season Durarara? We actually don't, because that story was not actually finished. The part 1 was finished. The epilogue part 2 not finished. You know what? We don't need more. We don't need more. So yeah, not any feet pics, but lots of hands. Lots of hands. All of them. So yeah, that mural with Ho-Oh is really, really cool. Angel went absolutely feral at the Pokemon Center. Okay, she loves Pokemon. She loves Pokemon. It was like seeing a little kid in a candy store. Is really cute. Went with her there. What is this picture? Where did I take this? Oh, I don't know where I took this photo. It was definitely early on in the trip, though. That's funny. What is this picture? So yeah, Sunshine's la. Hi, Ivy. Hello. Oh my goodness, all my friends coming in here and saying hi. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Pokemon Center was cool. There's also a lot of really cool stores there. A lot of really cool cafes, too. I had omurice there for the first time at that mall. It is like the center. It is like one of the big center points of Ikebukuro. Like, you won't really like see it as like a landmark, but man, like all of like that's like one of the big city landmarks. It really is. That giant mall. I mean, it's actually not that giant. Although I will just say, dude, Japan, especially Tokyo, is just one giant shopping mall. Ginza especially is crazy, but you'll see like 5 mega malls next to each other.
Stay Fei, long time no see. You look beautiful today. Last week I got my hands on Ninja Gaiden 4 on the PS5.
Ninja Gaiden.
It's a really fun hack and slash game. How've you been? Didn't you have a good Halloween, hun?
Thank you, Nomad. Thank you for the titty bitties.
Was the shadow statue bigger than Venom's 21 inches?
Oh, it was way bigger than 21 inches. But I'll get to that soon enough. Oh yeah, Resident Evil stuff. I'll get to like kind of like a few of like the franchises that were pretty big there. Resident Evil especially big, like over in like fucking, damn it, where was it? I mean, obviously Universal,
And
but
with
like
the last of my titty bitties, I must say farewell. I have to go to another Halloween party. Have
The party
a great
don't
stream
stop!
and welcome back, you cute punk you.
Thank you, Chaos. Hope you have a good night. That's really cool. There's still Halloween parties going on. People are like, nope, we're gonna pretend it's Halloween today because it's Saturday. People don't care, you know, because it's gonna be the weekend. How was your Halloween? It was pretty good. I got a lot of I had a really good time alone in my room, making sure I do not lose No Nut November. I had a really good time alone in my room with Nightmare Before Christmas playing afterwards. Haven't been to a Halloween party in ages. I think I've only gone to like one, maybe two Halloween parties basically ever. That was when I was like a kid. And I'm not counting like events. I'm counting like house parties. I have a core memory of me going to a Halloween party at someone's house. I think it was a friend from school. And on the invitation, it said that costumes were optional. And back in the day, I was like, why would my parents spend money on a Halloween costume? That's such a stupid expense. And we don't got money. So I showed up without a costume. It says optional anyway. I'm the only one not wearing a costume. The embarrassment I still carry to this day. To this day. Okay. Costume optional, shows up naked. You know, I could have done that. I should have been like, what? I'm invisible girl. My clothes should be invisible too. That's totally what I should have done. So, Sunshine City, Pokemon Center. There was also like Pikachu Treats place. It was okay. I'll have you know that it's like sweets in Japan, especially like drinks, very hit or miss. Anyway, there's some decently cool stores there. I actually ended up going to Sunshine City again on like my last day before I flew out. Mainly because I didn't really find any like Gloomy Bear stuff in Japan. A little bit disappointing. There was a store called AC/DC Rag that was on Takashita Street. I wonder if I can find that picture real fast. I know I put it on here. So where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Roar. Fucking, I don't know. I don't know where it's at. Anyway, went back there on like my last day because I didn't really find any. Oh, here it is. I didn't really find any Gloomy Bear stuff, and then I went to AC/DC Rag that had a current Gloomy Bear collab, but I actually already had like the jacket from it, and everything else was like not my style at all, which I will say, oh wait, no, that's not it. That's a different mall in Ikebukuro. Damn it. Whatever. Went to another mall in Ikebukuro. And this one store actually had like a bunch of Lolita stuff, but they actually did have like a Gloomy Bear like blouse that was really, really cool. So I bought that. And then that was like the only Gloomy Bear fix that I had. Also on like the last day I went to another mall in Ikebukuro They had this store in it. That was just really funny. Candy stripper. I gotta tell you, some of the names you see on these places are so fucking funny, dude. Candy stripper. I don't even remember where this was. I was just like kind of taking a chill day because I knew I couldn't do anything big because I had a pack to leave the next morning. So I'm just kind of going around Ikebukuro with EXO, and then we see this mall. And I was like, whoa, candy stripper. And EXO's been in Japan like fucking like 20 times now. So he was like, I didn't know that was there. Out of all the times, he's probably been to this mall, never noticed it said candy stripper. I was like, wait, this is candy stripper. But yeah, fashion in Japan is actually pretty hit or miss. Like, I'm speaking only for women's fashion. But if you go into big places that are known for fashion, like Shibuya, it's really mainly a Shibuya thing. But a lot of the fashion stores for women are like only Lolita. I was pretty taken aback how almost like every store I saw, every clothing store like I saw within my first like 5-ish days of being there was like all Lolita. And I did see a lot of people wearing Lolita fashion. And once I started going to more places, it started to be a bit more sparse. And so it was definitely a concentrated thing in Shibuya. But first, like 5 days, that's kind of all you see. I was stunned. Anyway. It was mainly like younger women wearing it. Well, obviously. I don't know any older woman that could pull off Lolita. But yeah, here's me at the Shibuya crossing. That's gonna blow it up every time, isn't it? There's the 109 building in the back there. Okay, so the 109 building, very standout landmark of Shibuya. Yeah, 109 right there. Okay. Any girls going to Japan and you're like, oh yeah, 109. Okay. Don't really expect to find anything there because I'm not even kidding. Every single store, every single clothing store, which if you don't know what 109 is, it is a women's clothing shopping mall. If you do go there, it is all Lolita. No exaggeration, it is all Lolita. There is also a men's 109 called the Magnet Building. It's not as standout-ish though. Also, there's a if you like go, hold on, I'm bringing it up again. Oh yes, when I said don't enter into a Reaper game when you posted that one. Oh, dude, I really wanted to play The World Ends With You again after beating this game. Anyway, you see the 109 building? If you kind of go to like the right side of it and you kind of keep going, you'll hit a Denny's. I hit that Denny's. And if you keep going, you'll hit Harajuku. And there's a lot of dude, it's just clothing stores and shopping malls and mega malls everywhere. There's a Parco building to the left. Maybe the Parco building is to the left of it. I don't quite remember.
Man, this is a Wendy's.
There was no Wendy's. You know what there was though? There was a Taco Bell. Guys, I found the Taco Bell. This is in Shibuya. This is in Shibuya. I unfortunately did not try it though. Womp womp womp. Though HK had the Taco Bell, and he said it was immaculate. And then I was so sad I couldn't try it. I walked past it, but it was not where I was going. And I was like, I'll have that before I leave. And then I never did. I'm so sad because he said it was immaculate. What's the point of the trip if you didn't go? There's so many other things in Japan besides the Taco Bell. Does it have a toilet attached? Okay, let me tell you about toilets. Using a toilet in Japan was my first real hurdle I had to go over. I know. This is where the conversation's going. Throw the whole trip away, shaking my head. Okay. So, yeah, the toilets in Japan are immaculate. They are kind of complicated if you never see one before. The first time I went into a restroom and I looked at the toilet, okay, not all of them are the same either. You stare at the toilet and you're like, how do I flush it? I'm dead serious. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I know what I'm doing before I use the toilet. So I'm like, oh fuck, how do I flush the toilet? Not all of them are the same. Okay, some of them have like the little knob on the side, which kind of looks intimidating because it's vertically oriented. And like, I'm like, do I push it back or what do I do? But some of them have like a button on the wall and they just say in English flush. Like normally there's like a little piece of tape over it with English that says flush. But hey, almost all the toilets had like a little dispenser for toilet seat cleaner. It was like it was like an alcohol based thing. And like you take a little toilet paper, you put some toilet seat cleaner on it, kind of wipe the toilet a bit, boom, got a clean toilet seat. I was like, dude, this is awesome. Sometimes I was like, I just gotta fucking go, and I just like laid the toilet seat with toilet paper and didn't bother with that. But that was really cool. Oh, and the seat warmers. Dude, nowhere else could ever have seat warmers for all the public toilets. Okay. And you know, there's like the whole like panel on the side of the toilet for like the bidet and stuff. And it sprays warm water. Hey, what's up, Claro? How's it going? Bro, they seriously live in the future? I would agree with you. However, there is another issue with bathrooms in Japan. Now you're like, oh, I know a lot of people say they can't find a bathroom. Okay, you can. It can be pretty easy. Once you know the pattern, bathrooms are going to be in 1 of 3 places. 1, it's going to be at the restaurant that you're eating at. 2, it's going to be at a train station. 3, it's going to be at our mall. Somewhere in a mall. And there's malls everywhere. You just got to go to the mall and then like you go to the directory and it'll say, oh, 4th floor is the bathroom. You just take the elevator or escalator, whichever is easier, just go to whatever floor the bathroom is on. Boom, we got a bathroom. It's actually very easy. Some of them have lines though. And I'm gonna tell you, okay, as someone who has spent a lot of time in Europe, okay, people in Europe, they walk with a purpose. They are go, go, go. Americans are kind of in the middle. Some of them are slow, some of them are fast, but you kind of, it's at a casual pace, but normally it's not fucking so slow as molasses. Everyone in Japan walks so fucking slow.
I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Welcome back. Some friends and I are going back to Japan early next year. Feet dance.
Let's go. I'm thinking the Mr. Frosty nipples. All right, if you ever go to France, for example, and you go to a mall, dude, everyone's like, get the fuck out of my way, bitch. You walk slightly slower than me and you get shoved to the ground. Okay? That's how Europeans are. If you don't walk fast, like, you got somewhere to be, man. You're gonna get run over. And so, even sometimes when, like, I'm in a crowd and I have to navigate through the crowd, like, I gotta get out of here. I'll tell myself, I gotta walk like France right now. And I just, without any, like, gentleness, really, I'm like, just get the fuck out of my way. Get the fuck out of my way. I had to do that so many times in Japan, dude. I won't even lie to you. Some people walk so, they are so casual. They're so casual. It's painful. Everyone there walks so fucking slow. And I was like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of my way. Like, there was not, like, a lot of tourists that were blocking entrances. In Shibuya, they were. And also at Universal they were. Actually at Universal, which I'll get into in a minute, when I was trying to leave Nintendo Land, there's like a entrance into the park. You step inside, and it's like a main area, and then a staircase, you know, directly in front of you going down. But you see like the whole area from there. Everyone steps into the park, stops, takes all these pictures right in front of the stairs. And when look at me trying to leave the park, and there's a bunch of fucking tourists crowding around these stairs, taking pictures, and I literally shoved people. Okay, I'm not normally this mean, but there were so many people standing in front of the stairs. I literally took my arms, I shoved people on both sides of me, and I was like, the fuck? Out of my way! But in terms of, like, walking on the streets, man, a lot of people was so fucking slow, man. I was like, I wasn't getting, like, that impatient, but not like that, right? But that at that moment at Universal, I was like, dude, no, I don't care how bitchy I look right now. I literally took both my arms, I shoved people, get the fuck out of my way. Nintendo Land was such a beast, bro. It really was. I'll get back to it probably. But Shibuya was really cool. There was like a bunch of obnoxious TikTokers that, you know, would stand at the crossing and take a bunch of videos, and it was just obnoxious. But outside the crossing, everything else is really awesome. That Taco Bell was at Shibuya. There's so many malls. And let's see. Oh man, I really don't remember where this fucking building was. Where this was taken. If you walked a bit further in Harajuku, there was another mall that had the Nintendo store. Oh, excuse me. That was like a -5 out of 10, bro. If you, I can't remember what mall this was. I just walked with HBK to this mall, and a lot of the trip, you know, he's been in Japan before, so a lot of the trip, I just kind of like followed where he was going. Like, he was like, okay, we're gonna get on this train, get at this stop, transfer here, which I'll get to trains. I will get to trains. Worst burp yet, I know. Are the 7-Elevens good as they say they are? I will answer these questions in a little bit. The mall that we went to, it had the Nintendo store, it had the Sega store, and had JoJo World. Oh, I had a lot of fun in JoJo World. Let me get this picture up. Oh, wish it wouldn't blow up like that. There is the JoJo World. Oh my goodness. You know what sucks though? They had, okay, so if you ever go to Japan and you go into a store and you see stuff in a glass shelf, a glass display, and there's no price tag, chances are it's not for sale yet. It's gonna come out later. And they had really, really cool merch in the glass display, and I was like, it's not fucking on sale yet! No!
Oh, yeah. I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Love you, gorgeous. Glad you had so much fun in Japan.
Thank you, Ninja Nick, for the 6 months. What sucks even more though is that actually there was not a whole lot of stuff in JoJo World that I actually wanted. I don't know. Like, I walked in there and I was like, shit kind of sucks. The merch here kind of sucks. There was no special, like, now what was cool, I did buy stuff, but it was a lot of Part 9 stuff. They had stuff in Part 9 there. I got a nice Jodio print, and I also got like a tote bag that says JoJo World. No t-shirts. Now the merch in the glass casing was t-shirts, but all the other t-shirts, I was like, not even Dio statue. How was I gonna get that home? I bought like one figure, which I'll get to later. But I was like, how am I gonna get any figures home? How would I ever get this home? Anyway, at that mall, there was also the Sega store. The giant shadow statue. Look at me. Look at him. My husband. Look at him. Dude, and let me tell you, I'm okay, you see my hand? I'm wearing a long sleeve. Dude, I was baking, okay? This was an oven and it was cooking me well done. Well done, man. I actually bought a shirt from this Sega store and then I immediately changed into it. I was so hot. And let me tell you, it being October, I kind of brought clothes that are a bit too warm because I thought it was going to be cooler. No, it was like high 60s to low 70s. That was not cold. Now, I didn't think that, now I knew it, right? But I didn't think that the stuff I was wearing would be that warm, especially since it was basically raining every day. I was like, oh, well, it's going to be like 60, but feel like 50. That's kind of what I went into. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Japan's hot. Japan's hot. Don't ever being there in the fall in October when it was like 60s, 70s. I think like the coldest it got was like 52. No, don't go there in the summer. Don't do that to yourself. It was hot. It was so hot. Yeah, I heard they don't have AC on the train. Okay, that was another thing. Okay, I flew through Japan Airlines. It was way cheaper than American Airlines. However, there's no ventilation or cool vents on the fucking plane. You know those little vents you have above you? You gotta twist them, open? No. You sit there and you fry, bitch, for 11 hours. And you think, oh, well, even without the vents, you're like negative 100 degrees negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the sky or whatever. No, it is hot. Now, I did use the restroom, and the one in the middle was occupied, and I said, fuck it. I know you're not supposed to, but I don't care. I went to the front of the plane where first class was. First of all, that was nutty because they had literally beds. They had beds. I was like, damn it. I could go for a bed right now. Anyway, it was cold. It was cold in first class. I said, this is fucked up. They get AC in first class and the rest of us gotta fry? That's fucked up. Oh yeah, and there's also no AC on trains. Some of the Shinkansens, which is the bullet trains, have AC. And some more top of the line train cars have AC, but that's very few and far between. But yeah, basically no AC on trains. Okay. Dude, I was frying. It was so hot in the train. I can't, bro. If it's ever like even 40 degrees outside, you better have a jacket that's easy to take off when you go into the trains. It's so hot. I cannot imagine in the summer. I was actually talking about this with EXO, and I was like, dude, how do people survive in the summer in the trains?
Missed you. I'm glad to see you again.
Thank you, Polzex. I missed you guys too. Woo. I was like, EXO, what? Oh, how do people survive in these trains in the summer? Like, I was like, with how hot it is now, I would bet in the summer that people like faint on the trains. And he was like, yeah, people do faint on the train sometimes. I was like, bro, that's insanity. Dude, and I kind of skipped over this part because I think I got distracted about the bathrooms. Okay, so we think that they're so awesome because of like all the technology, you know, seat warmers, the bidet, the toilet seat cleaner, you know, you got like the little panel, with all this fancy stuff for the toilet. Okay. Tell me why there's like no way to dry your hands. There's no. Okay, one, and this isn't super common, especially now, but you won't ever find paper towels to dry your hands. It's only the hand dryer. But let me tell you that half the time those hand dryers are broken, and the other half of the time there is no hand dryer. And you're like, and so there's no paper towels and there's no hand dryer. How are you supposed to dry your hands? Fuck you! That's how you dry your hands. I thought it was going crazy, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna look like a crazy person. Okay, here's the sinks. Let me just look around and just like look around, see if there's anything. Nope. Nothing to dry your hands. Yeah, just dry on my pants. But why? Is that by choice or like what's up with that? To be honest, drying on paper cloth is more sanitary than blow drying your hands. You're right. You are correct, which is why I don't like hand dryers. And I can understand why there are no why there are no paper towel dispensers in the bathrooms. The reason why is because they really don't like trash. They really don't like trash. But just having nothing and making me like, you know, wipe my hands like on myself. What? Why you gotta make me do that? Why you gotta make me do that? It was especially common in train stations. They just didn't have anything. So that's like kind of the experience with bathrooms, is that you have a real good time going. But then trying to wash your hands and leave? No. And also, I'm sorry, Shadow. I'm like ranting over a picture of you, my love. Anyway, the Sega store was cool. I got a bunch of merch. Probably too much. Also, there was another mall I went to, which if you played The World Ends With You, you'll recognize this. Where's that damn thing? This mall. This mall. Oh man, this mall is so cool. This is like the Crystal Mall. It's just called Tokyo Plaza. There's actually a really good secondhand store there with really cheap stuff. And I mean like $20 jackets that are nice. Really, really cool. Okay, top floor. The 5th floor is a bathroom. Bitches took so long in there. Most of my time in this mall was waiting for the bathroom. There was like 3 or 4 stalls. I was standing outside the bathroom in the line. Dude, when I got in the bathroom, there were bitches in there that I didn't even see go in. That's how long they've been in there. And I was like, what the fuck? Now we all know that there's always a line at the women's bathroom. No, this was a different beast, man. I thought that women in America took forever to go to the bathroom. Dude, you're gonna be waiting all day for the bathroom in Japan. I swear, dude. I swear. It was so... Everyone walks slow. They piss slow. I'm like, fuck it, I gotta go. I gotta go. Maybe they're low on fibers. They have a problem going. I don't know, man. So that's my experience with that mall. Also, bonus image from the JoJo world. So cool. Yeah, that mall was really cool, although I don't remember the name of it, but I know it's in Harajuku. And the Tokyo Plaza, that's in Shibuya as well. Also, another place I went to in Shibuya. I think that's That's Akiba. I think that's Ikebukuro. Maybe. Where was this? Oh, fuck, where was this? Oh, no. Damn it. I don't remember where these were. Anyway, another place I went to in Shibuya was Tower Records. Damn, this place was so cool. It was so cool. That was probably like one of, if not my favorite place in Japan to go to, was Tower Records right here. It was so cool inside, bro. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
Just a giant music store.
I'm jaking it.
Hey, I think it was Xenovelius for the 3 months. Did you see a Doulahan in Ikebukuro? No, I didn't, but I did see a Durarara vending machine. I don't know if I have a picture of that. If I do, I'll show it, but man, Tower Records was so fun. I think it was like 6 or 7 floors. And it was just like music, and they had some merch there, like some t-shirts and pins. I got a lot of pins that say Tower Records on it. That was really cool. And then just a billion rows of music. There was a vinyl section too that had surprising finds. The Smiths. Smiths, my favorite band of all time. They're a British band from the 80s. I was like, A, O, A, O. The vinyl section had like a ton of artists. The floor with like CDs and stuff, not as much, but I did see, well, they also play like new albums in the store. And Space Range, I bought this album actually because they were playing it in the store, and I was like, dude, this album's sick. This album's so cool. Yeah, Space Range, their new album. Space Range is the name of the album. Tepu Tokyo is the name of the band. Or Tokyo Tepu, one of the two. This is a really good album. And it's got like very little listens on streaming services. I'm not sure if like the listen count is like worldwide or not, but I was like, dang, that's not enough listens. Anyway, give that album a listen because it was really good. They're playing in the store, and I was like, hell yeah, dude. You can also go around the store, and they'll have like a little station with like a player and headphones, and you can go there and like whatever music that they have at that station, you can put on the headphones, click play, and just listen to it. See if you like it. It's so cool. So cool. I bought a couple shirts too, but honestly, the shirts were kind of lame. The pins were not, though. There was like just 6 whole floors of just music related stuff. And I don't know, just so freaking cool. I was like, man, I would love to live here just to look at Tower Records every day. I don't know, you know what I mean? Just 6 whole floors, CDs, vinyls, so much music. I mean, no music, no life. Am I right? So then I went to Akiba. Well, Tower Records, what a flashback. What do you mean a flashback? I need explanation. Classic CD demo stations? Yeah, it was one of those. Radwimps mentioned. You know,
Yeah.
hey, what's up, Eater?
I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Welcome home, Fefe. We missed you.
I need a drink.
Now release the sweater puppies. Feet,
The
cheeks,
what now?
Feet, heart, feet, lick, feet, panties, feet, squish, feet, tongue, 1 feet, tongue, 2 feet, tongue, 3.
Thank you, Sith, for the 68 months. Almost there.
Yeah.
Almost 69.
I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Just got into the stream. Sorry that I took a while. I was talking to my father on the phone. Welcome back, Fefe. Love that you had an awesome time in Japan.
Thank you, Game Wiz. Thank you for the 4 months. Yeah, Radwin's mentioned. You know, Neater, I saw it, and I couldn't tell if they were actually playing on the TV. Like, it was like a little station at the front of the store that was like advertising a new album of some sort. And I was like, I can't tell if that's actually that album that's playing or if the Space Range album is still playing. But I was going to listen to it like when I remember to. And then I never did. I just kept forgetting to listen to Radwimps. They looked cool though. What genre are they? I gotta know this. It's very important. Memory goes brr. Okay, that's a picture of Akiba. That's Akiba. I think that's Akiba. If you've heard any of the Your Name soundtrack, you've heard them. Interesting. You know what? I've seen Your Name. I don't remember the soundtrack. So that helps me none. Also, really random fact. When I went to the 21 Pilots concert with Suto, the opener was a band called Dayglow. I never heard of them. Some songs were good, some songs were like, whatever. But at one point they're like, all right, now time for our next song, blah blah blah, from the Minecraft movie. And I was like, the what? The what now? And I was like, oh no. Oh no, I have such a boomer moment right here. I don't know. And I was like, oh, I guess they have a song in the Minecraft movie. That's cool. I don't know. Hey, you know? But no, it was just like a record scratch moment of like, hello, what? So anyway, my experience with Akiba or Akihabara. Now I know. You guys really want to know about Akihabara because that's where all of the anime nerds go. You have all the cool anime merch. You have all these stores based around anime stuff. And, you know, you got Electric Town. All this cool stuff. That is very true. Akihabara was so cool. So dang cool. On the outside, not much to look at. Okay. If you're walking in Akihabara, you know, you get off at the train station, you walk outside, you're like, where do I go? Where do I go? Unless you really want to wander around, you will be outside Akihabara and you're like, I don't know what's what. Because nothing is super obvious from the outside. And I mean like extra. Like you don't know what you don't know what is anything. You just go into an anime shop and you don't know what's there. You just gotta look around, see what is there. But there's a bunch of weeb stores. Here's a picture of me in Akihabara. Yeah, from this picture alone, you can't tell what any of that is. I mean, it's just a street, right? But like hands. But unless you really want to just the best way to approach Akihabara is that you just walk around. You go to like a random mall and you see what is there. There's a lot of porn. So much porn. I get off at the train station and the first store I saw was Love Merci. And I knew what that store was. That is a adult store. That is the first store I went to in Akihabara was Love Merci. So many. There's 3 floors of it too. And actually maybe there's 4. I don't quite remember because actually there's an elevator to go through like each floor, right? And there's actually a sign that says women are not allowed on the top 2 floors. And HK also went there, and he went to those top floors, and he was like, I don't understand. It's just like blow up dolls and stuff on holes. He's like, I'm not sure why women wouldn't be allowed up there. And he was like, I didn't see anything that, I don't know. And I was like, cool, interesting. I always know that Japan was more lewd than us. No, you can literally go to Spencer's, and that's the, that's an adult store. There's plenty of adult stores. Speaking of adult stores, you guys saw me went to the Tenga store. That's in Harajuku. I'm kind of jumping around the place, but hey, it's on topic. The Tenga store is really, really cool. They have a on a hole vending machine. Literally a vending machine. You just get on a hole. That's it. They also have a carton of eggs. The eggs, which are like single use on a holes. Carton of eggs. And I was like, these are trying times in the economy. That was a really cool store. We went there after I met Kaho. Kaho was really, really nice. She took me to a soba place. I had like real soba for the first time. It was like I had cold soba, and it was walnut soba like dish. Like I dipped cold soba noodles in like a walnut like broth. I'm not sure if broth is the right word, but maybe it is. I'm not sure if sauce is the right word either, but you dip your soba noodles in and then you eat it. Mine was walnut based. It was really good. On a whole gotcha. Yeah, the guys who run Tenga are really cool. And also, when you go to like weeb stores and like all these malls, you will run into a lot of them that are like 8 floors or so. 6 floors are like normal weeb stuff. Also, a lot of floors are categorized, which I really enjoy. I like the categorization. Like, oh yeah, figures are on this floor. Clothes are on this floor. I like that categorization. But the top 2 floors, a lot of times, are porn. Adult games. And then the top floor is used adult games. Secondhand adult PC games. Like a lot of hentai. You'll have like 6 floors of like normal stuff, and then the top 2 floors are like hentai and adult stuff and porn. Lots of porn. I know. I thought the used PC games part was wild. Wait, my controller button's sticking. And also, like, when you go to these stores, even when you go to, like, those floors with all the 18 plus stuff, they'll have a curtain there. And you gotta, like, go through the curtain. I guess we know where Fifi went to. Oh, I went to... Every time I saw a porn store, I went to it. I'm not sure why I took this picture, but it was cool. Don't judge me, eh? I don't know. I didn't really see any, like, punk-looking, like, stuff. I don't know. No, you won't see a bunch of graffiti or anything, but I thought this was, like, cool. I don't know. I think these are oh, I remember where this was, kind of. It was in front of a store, and I didn't go in for some reason. Oh man, my memory is failing. I remember everyone else went into the store, but I didn't. I waited outside, and there was this there, and I was like, oh, I'll take a picture with my figure on top of it. I guess, you know, it is cool. It's just a vibe. It's a vibe. Got any Dojins? So, I went to a Dojin convention. There was a Dojin convention. And that was really, really cool. A bunch of like Dojin artists were there, you know, selling their stuff. And I bought a lot. I gave most of it to Dai though, because I did not have any room. I did keep one thing though. And the convention was in Odaiba, which is the city with A.
Yeah, I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Feet breed.
Thank you, Jiraiya, for the 53 months. Odaiba is a place, it's like, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes by train. Oh, even more than that. 45 minutes by like car. An hour and a half by train. And that's the place where the giant... you can't be doing that on No Nut November. That's where the giant unicorn Gundam is. I'm not sure about the other ones, but that's where the giant unicorn one is. That I saw. Odaiba is a really, really cool place. If you go there either by train or car, you go over to the bridge and there's a bunch of water and it's so pretty and oh man. So yeah, went to a Dojin convention. Aw.
Yeah, I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Oh no, my bouncy beautiful queen is back. But it's NNN, I will not be tempted, you seductive cruel mistress. Also welcome back, beautiful.
Think you're laughing alone. Won't be seductive, huh? Well, I mean, you're not gonna be the one that's seductive, and I won't either. But bold words. Bold words. Someone watching the stream and they're just like, I will not be tempted. I'm not even sure what I would tempt you with. I'm not even sure what you're talking about. There's nothing to be tempted of. There's nothing to even see here. I don't even know what you're even talking about. Oh, chat's so silly. Yes, stretch. It was up at Bizzle Hunters. Man, I need a drinky. Look at your Soundwave. I mean, Soundwave is cool. I did see some Transformer stuff there. A little bit. I got like a keychain. There was a really, really cool Megatron statue in Akiba from Prime Studios. You guys probably know Prime Studios. They had a whole freaking store. Look at that! They had a whole store in Akiba. Look at that Megatron. I can make him fit. Not in my suitcase, though. I did not buy him. Prime Studios so sick, but they're so expensive. Yeah, I wish I could have gotten the... I didn't get a picture of the Optimus and Megatron, because that's Optimus behind him. I wish I got a picture of both. And also, this is live-action Megatron, so I was like, I thought it was cool to see it as a statue, but... Ain't no way. Even if I was, like, that into Transformers, I would ever get a live-action thing. I can't remember exactly where this was in Akiba, but there was like so many different stores in Akiba that were like, oh, you got like the Capcom store, and then you got Bandai Namco store, like you got all these different stores. It's so hard to like remember 6,000. I don't know. This was huge. This is probably close to like 8,000 or 9,000. I also don't. I think it might have been at the Capcom store. So they had a crossover event with Street Fighter 6 and HoloLive. Yeah, that was interesting. I'm not exactly sure if it was there. I don't think so. I think I saw this in the wild. Here's all of these HoloLive talents, just standees, like out. I don't remember where I saw this at. I just have a picture of it. But there's like a lot of stores, and randomly you will see VTuber stuff. I went to Tower Records, and there was a VTuber section. Yes. Only Japanese. But you went to Tower Records, and there was a section on the music, one of the floors. I don't remember exactly where. That just says VTuber. But the Capcom Street Fighter 6 HoloLive crossover was a thing that I did go to. And I think it was on my last day. I got Angel a bunch of HoloLive stuff because she couldn't go. And I was there, and let me just tell you, probably the most difficult thing about Japan is going to restaurants. And I mean, not because of like a language barrier necessarily. I will say this though. If you ever do go to Japan, and I wouldn't really say that even in the most tourist heavy parts like Shibuya, I still wouldn't say that I saw a lot of people that spoke English. It's different from someplace like Paris, where if you're in Paris, there's a lot of English speakers in Paris. But if you go outside of Paris, there's no one that speaks English. And I thought maybe I would see something similar with Shibuya or like super tourist heavy parts of Japan. Nah. I think the only people that I knew that could speak both Japanese and English were people I already knew, which were Kaho and TK from Glam. But they just made things easier for English speakers to go there. So for example, if you go to a restaurant, the way you order is on a little iPad or tablet on the table that you can switch the language on. Makes ordering pretty easy. Like, McDonald's, you go to like the little thing, you switch it to English, you order stuff, boom. A lot of, Denny's, you go on the tablet, you order it, boom. A lot of yakiniku places, you go on the tablet, boom. But if they don't have the tablet, a lot of times you'll see it at like either like a cafe or whatever. Obviously not gonna have a tablet because you go to the register and you order. They do make it pretty easy still, because a lot of times.
Were there any tourist scam areas? I know Paris suffers from that, but how was Japan's?
I didn't really struggle with it because HOK could recognize a lot of the tourist traps, and he was like, "Nah, it's tourist trap. Let's not go there." I would say that how to easily spot a tourist trap is to just see if anyone's standing outside the store. A lot of times they'll have people standing outside the store that tried to actively bring in tourists. That's a tourist trap. You do see a lot of people standing outside stores, especially in Ikebukuro, but they don't typically approach tourists in any way whatsoever. Actually, you see a lot of people holding signs out, not in English, all in Japanese. They're not trying to lure in tourists. They're just advertising their own thing with their signs, especially in Ikebukuro. And if they see that, actually, if you go to like a store, it was a kind of somewhat of a relief that, you know, you go to malls and like you have the shopkeeper there and they always like, you know, try to like, you know, sell you this thing of like, oh, let me show you this. Now let me show you that. Oh, do you want to try this on? Okay. Because there's such a language barrier, a lot of times you walk into like a clothing store in Japan, they don't talk to you. Which you could be like, oh, well, that's not as good of experience, you know, because, you know, they can't talk to you. Not their fault, right? But at one point I was like, oh man, I'm glad that some person isn't trying to like upsell me or sell me on this thing right now. They're not trying to like, you know what I mean? Like there's nobody trying to approach me and trying to sell me shit. So I felt relieved. I was like, oh good. I don't have to go through the awkward thing of like, oh no, it's okay. And they're like, no, come and try this thing. No. A lot of times it walked into like a store, a clothing store, whatever. They don't talk to you at all. The only time where I walked into a clothing store and they actually talked to me, and were bilingual was at the like Jun Takahashi store, which guys, Jun Takahashi was there when I visited his store. I didn't know it was him at first, but I saw a guy that was like kind of just vibing, wasn't really talking with like customers. I was like, you kind of have like a more artist vibe. I looked him up later. It was that fucking guy. That was Jun Takahashi. I met him briefly and I said thank you on the way out. He saw me, said thank you to me on the way out. Yeah, bro. I briefly met Jun Takahashi. That was crazy, which I found out later that's kind of more of a common thing. Like, well, TK at the glam store, TK's there. He's not always there because his design studio's not in the same. It's not in the shop, obviously, but that was really cool. I was like, dude, I met Jun Takahashi. That's fucking nuts. Anyway. Also, he had really cool clothes. I won't lie. Clothes are expensive in Japan though. Really expensive. Went to Jacksonville and a guy tried to sell me a 2-pack of beer for $5 and wasn't 21 yet. I mean, okay. I will say, okay, drinking age in Japan is, I believe, 20. I'm just saying, they don't check IDs though. They do not check IDs. No, not once. Not once was anyone in my group asked for their ID. I'm just saying. I mean, I doubt anyone under 20 is gonna go to Japan unless you're crazy, but, you know. I lost where I was saying. Oh, in Where do you get drink on the street there? I mean, I think so. I didn't see anybody do it though. I mean, you can eat and drink in front of like a kombini, like a 7-Eleven and stuff, but you can't really like walk down the street and eat or drink like as you're walking. I will say though, after like a week and a half of being there, got kind of fatigued about the like oppressive rules, and I kind of stopped giving a shit. And I was like, I'm gonna get something out of a vending machine. I'm gonna drink it while I walk. Oh, I'm not littering or nothing, but I was like, oh. I mean, okay, I'll get to this later, but there was like an oppressive feeling at times, socially, and me and Angel, and HK were talking about it, and we were just like, you know, we stand out anyways. People think we're dumb tourists anyways. We're not hurting anybody. Let's just not give a shit about some of this stuff. I would, dude, if I didn't get a bottle of water and drink it as I was walking, I would have been like super dehydrated all the time because, well, I was in a group, and so everyone's like going. I'm on the train. I'm hot as hell. And I'm like, dude, I need something to drink now. And I'll just hold on to it because there's no trash can. I didn't eat or drink on the train. I did see one person do it though. And I think that they were local, which was even more shocking. But somebody was eating on the train. I was like, whoa. Whoa, dude. you could, there's vending machines where you could buy condoms, smokes, and beer. I actually did not see any of that. I did see, in Osaka, there's a mall that had a vending machine that dispensed t-shirts that said I Heart Yakuza on it. And I was like, no. How about no? Have you listened to any Japanese punk music while you're there? Honestly, the punk scene was just not there. It was more so kind of there in like Dotonbori in Osaka, but in terms of like punk music, no, there was no punk scene. You know, does that make sense? I couldn't find it. I looked, I could not find it. You're not gonna get in Tokyo anywhere. Ikebukuro, kind of like the succubus bar that I went to. The girls were telling me that they were only allowed to have 2 tattoos, and I was like, what if I got 1 tattoo, but it's really big? Mm-hmm. But they were decked out in piercings. I'm talking like all of the piercings, all of the facial piercings. And I was like, bro, used panties vending machine? Now, I've heard of it. I did not see it though. Vending machines were pretty awesome though. Definitely a lifesaver. Piercings are taboo too. Well, obviously not as taboo as a tattoo because the bartenders were saying that they could have only 2 tattoos maximum, but they could have all the piercings they want. So I mean, like their face was covered in piercings. So I guess it's not nearly as taboo. Let's see. And also like the subject tattoos, I know like a lot of places, you know, very uptight about them, and you know, you're just straight up not allowed in some places because of tattoos. I know like some people are going to ask me because I have visible tattoos, like how my experience with that was. I will say I didn't get any shit for it. And like I was wearing shorts and short sleeves a lot of the time. So it's not like I was hiding them or they're less noticeable or what. No, they were very visible. Didn't get any shit for it. Didn't get turned away anywhere. They're the only place where like you will have problems is the onsen, which I did go to an onsen. Me and Angel saw each other naked. It was quite a time. Went to a tattoo friendly one. Because we couldn't. So here's your 2 choices. You can either get a private onsen, and that's how you can get around that rule. What's an onsen? The bathhouse. The public bathhouse. Which I can understand the appeal of it now. So you can either get a private onsen, but not all places offer it. And in fact, most places don't. Or you go to a tattoo-friendly one. Okay. Don't go to the tattoo-friendly one. Go to the place that offers you a private onsen. Because, well, we met Yakuza. Okay. Nothing happened, but like, you know, already we're foreigners. Like, me and Angel, we're at the onsen, and there's Yakuza there. And, you know, like I said, nothing happened, but, you know, it's kind of a weird feeling when a Yakuza dude is just staring at you. It's not really a good feeling. No interaction besides that, but still, I was like, oh, fuck. I shouldn't have come here. Did you drink milk after the bath? I did not. I drank Bakari Sweat, which is like a Powerade type of thing, but they did offer milk. But yeah, don't go to a tattoo-friendly place, because that is where the Yakuza will be. Go to one that will offer you a private onsen. Although, I'm sad, there's a place in Osaka called Spa World. I straight up was not allowed there. They don't allow you, they don't offer private onsens, and they have a zero tolerance policy, meaning that they don't even allow covered up tattoos via patches. Some places will offer, like, you to come in if, like, you have a tattoo that has, like, a patch on it. No, they don't even allow patches. I couldn't get enough patches to cover all my tattoos anyway. So there was that. That was the only time where I was like, oh, fuck. Also, the neighborhood was kind of sketch. I won't even lie. Other than that, there was, like, no place I felt unsafe.
Speaking of Resident Evil, the Resident Evil 9 is out for pre-purchase on Steam. I might buy it in December.
Well, we got plenty of time. It's in February. You have to wear a skin suit? Yeah, but the thing with the onsen is that you don't wear anything. I was naked. There's lots of naked women there. There are female Yakuza? No, it was, there's no female Yakuza. They don't recruit women. No, there's a waiting area. So actually, our onsen was, like, overcrowded, so we actually had to wait. We had to, like, take a number to actually go inside. Naked women signed me up. Hi, Spite! Talking about how I went to the bathhouse with Angel, and we took a bath together. How are you? Naked Men 2, it was a split bath. You don't really see mixed baths. I mean, you do, but they're actually not that common. You don't typically find those. There's some outdoor ones that are mixed bath. 95% of them are going to be split. Actually, in the women's bathroom, the onsen there was a lady. I was not the only one covered in tattoos, and that kind of surprised me. Hi, beautiful. That sounds like a fun time, bath time, right? I gotta say, those baths were really hot, though. They were really hot. I was like, dude, this is like... I actually felt dizzy. Actually, both me and Angel felt dizzy from the baths. Now, I do contrast therapy, so I'm not unused to hot water. Angel kind of was. She got out earlier than I did. But... they were really hot. But I think that we sat in there longer than what, like, you should have done. Because I think I saw people getting out more often than, like, what we were doing. I think that, you know, with the onsen, you go in there for only, like, a few minutes, and you kind of do a rotation thing. Like, you go around a clock. But yeah, it was hot, bro. And when I went to the cold bath, I started to get dizzy. I did. I never experienced that before. But it was a relief because I do ice baths. And this one wasn't that cold or as cold. And I was like, oh, good. I'm not going to feel like needles are stinging into me. Must have been so hot because your sexy self was in it. Oh, you got that Riz. Also, bonus photo, the store I mentioned earlier, the Gloomy Bear stuff. Fortunately, I didn't buy anything here, but this is AC/DC Rag. Pretty decent store. Had a Gloomy Bear selection. This was in Takashita Street, which is in Harajuku. Not even those plushies were for sale, and I was like, man, I want to buy something, but the jacket they had there, I already owned. And then everything else was like Nah, not for me, dude. And then I went to Tokyo Skytree. Dude, the Skytree is ginormous, dude. I mean, like, more ginormous than some aspects of myself. Thing's huge. It's taller than the Berlin Tower. It is. You look up and you're like, oh. It's ginormous. Like, that's... The picture doesn't even do it justice, man. And at that Tokyo Skytree, there is a mall. Of course, there was a mall. But that's not why we were there. I didn't really go to the mall. Because it had the Kirby Cafe. Kirby Cafe. Dude. Kirby Cafe was pretty fun. It was so fun. Dai was having the time of his life, man. He literally bought one of everything off that menu. One of everything. The food was actually pretty hit or miss. Actually, while we're on the topic, I went to a few cafes. More than a few cafes. The food at cafes are actually very hit or miss. It's either gonna be one of three things. Either one, the food is good, the drinks suck. Or two, the drinks are good, the food sucks. Did I say the same thing twice? I don't know. Let me start over. Either the food sucks and the drinks are good, or the food's good and the drinks suck, or they both suck. You'll never find a themed cafe, and I went to a few. I went to the Kirby Cafe, I went to Square Enix Arnia, and Square Enix Eorzea. Very hit or miss on basically everything. Get drunk enough to forget the food sucks? Well, I don't... You want to just forget your time in Japan, bro? I mean... Sure. If you want. Yeah, Kirby Cafe was really fun. Got souvenir things. We all cleared out that Kirby merch store in the back. Dude. They had Kirby Cafe exclusive Nindroids. Dude, they usually go for like $120 US, maybe $150, $40. We snatched those up, dude. We cleaned house. We bought so much. I got like a little Kirby Cafe, like a little plushie. Why did my model move all the way over there? I got a Kirby like souvenir plate. So like kind of how cafes work is that you'll get souvenirs, quote unquote, based on what food or drinks that you buy. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be coasters. Like the Eorzea Cafe, they give you a gacha coaster for every food item and drink item that you buy. Kirby Cafe, kind of same thing. I got the pizza, so I got the Kirby souvenir plate. Which is not really good for anything except putting your plate on top of it. But still, it was cool. It's a nice little like kitchen decoration I now have. They also had coasters and I can't remember exactly what else they had, but it was like with other food items.
Yeah, I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Welcome back. Hope Japan was fun.
Thank you, Astro Stars, for the 52 motherfucking months. Thank you so much. Also, when we're talking about food in Japan, it's really good. It's so damn good. It's also really cheap. It's also surprising sometimes because while it's really tasty and it's really cheap, sometimes you get surprise ingredients. Yeah, straight up ingredients they don't tell you about. So, I went... There's 3 specific places I could think of at the top of my head. One Now Kirby Cafe did not really have this, although their food was very questionable and their desserts were very, very questionable. I went to Marijuku. I don't know. It's kind of like a, you get a tray and you get like little pastries. You put it on the tray, then you check out. I bought like some things to have in the morning, like for a little breakfast snack, because you're gonna eat lunch till like after everyone's ready, then we're all able to go leave. I order something, and a lot of places will have both English and Japanese, of course, especially on food items. One of them was ham and cheese roll. It was like almost like a bun, very flat. It said ham and cheese roll. I was like, cool. I grab it. Looks really good. I grabbed like 2 of those. Actually, I'll grab a third one for HK in case he wants it. Bring it back to the Airbnb. I bite into it. Filled to the brim with seaweed. It wasn't ham and cheese, bro. It was a seaweed sandwich. I was like, what? What? What is this? And all of them were like that. I was like, oh, maybe it's like split, and like, like one, the left side was the ham and cheese and the right side was the seaweed one. Maybe I grabbed the seaweed one by mistake, so I bit into the other 2. Same thing, filled to the brim with seaweed. And then went to Universal. There was a like Italian pizza shop. Bought a pizza. There's a 4 cheese and honey pizza. That's all it said. 4 cheese and honey. I didn't order it because on the screen it showed like a, like rotating images on the screen, and I know you're like, well, they did display on the screen, but they still don't tell you the item name. That's my point. Boom, mushrooms. You fucking mushrooms? Really? Yeah, I don't know. And then went to Mermaid Cafe, which was the one and only place I saw that was cash only. I expected to run into more, so I got like a lot of cash out of the ATM. That was like the one and only place that was cash only. Anyway, I got a chicken panini. That's all it said. But you could only see bread on like basically all sides. It was like chicken and something panini, some sort of cheese. Anyway, I get the chicken panini. I eat it. Or rather, I open it up first. Not just chicken, but and cheese, but barbecue sauce, onions, and tomatoes. And I was like, why does it keep happening? I don't know. I love mushrooms on pizza, so win for me. Yeah, but was that a win for me when I bit into the quote-unquote ham and cheese roll and it was only seaweed, bro? See, at first I was like, that was the first thing I had, and I was like, okay, either I didn't read, the full thing, or he was mistaken. Maybe the label was not right. No, after those other 2 times, I was like, no. They do surprise ingredients. You get a gotcha on your food. Your food toppings are gotcha. Where's Kirby at? Kirby was everywhere, bro. I had the Kirby all over the stream earlier. Don't you remember? Kirby's everywhere. Kirby is love. Kirby is life. Also, here is a photo of Odaiba. That's when there was the Dojin convention. I thought this place looked pretty cool. It's on the water. It was very pretty. Kirby loves to suck. He does. He suck up everything. All 19 inches. Anyway. Also went to Disney Sea. Man, there's so much, man. See, this is gonna be like the story time stream of all time. Went to Disney Sea. I'm not sure what my navigation was telling me with the trains. I went to the back rooms, bro. There was nobody here. I went to I went to like a train. I got off at a stop, and then I had to transfer, but I had to walk like 8 minutes in another direction, and it was like all businesses. I saw just locals in business suits and the offices. So, and then I went to this train station. It's kind of confusing. Got lost, which you will do a lot. Okay, let me just say that. The trains are very oh boy, they're a beast. I can understand the horror stories about the Shinjuku station because oh man, dude, there's a horror game based off of this called Exit 8. I didn't know about this until after I got to Japan, but Exit 8 is literally a horror game based on Shinjuku Station. I understand now. Dude, they're so intimidating. They're so scary, especially when you come here. This is where I was supposed to get on my train to Disney Sea. Disney Sea was cool? Question mark. Here's the thing about Disney Sea. You don't go there to get on the rides. You don't. There's very little rides. Very little. And because there's so little rides, every line is over 2 hours. All of them. All of them. The Frozen ride, which just opened up in the summer. Over 3 hours long. 3 hours! You know what you do at Disney Sea? You get on the boat. You get on a boat ride. There you go. You get on the boats. That's what you do. And you look at the park. I gotta say, even if you don't go on any rides, it's still worth going to Disney Sea. I know that sounds weird, but let me tell you how immaculate this park is just in terms of, I don't know, decoration and atmosphere. Like, it's just so cool just walking around the park. And, you know, you can get on the boat rides. I'm gassing up the boat rides when I didn't go on one myself. I really wanted to. Every time I wanted to go on a boat ride, though, they were shut down. That's another thing, though. That's another thing, too. If the rides aren't, like, 2 hour long wait time, they are shut down. I was so mad that the Journey to the Center of the Earth ride was closed the entire day. And then, yeah, every other ride was like, open, close, open, close. It wasn't even bad weather. Now, some of the boat rides, after a few hours, I could understand why some of the boat rides shut down when they did. Because all, like, the little parade shows are on the water. And they use the boats. So, yeah.
If I go to Japan, I'm dressing up as a cowboy and say howdy partner to every citizen I see.
You go do that. You go do that, cowboy. I wish you luck. But yeah, there's a lot of just really cool places. Like, there's Ariel's castle. They have, like, I don't know, 4 different castles. I thought Ariel's castle looked pretty cool. They got so many different areas. They had the Aladdin area. They had Ariel's like area with like this castle, and then they had the Peter Pan section, and then the Tangled section. I don't quite remember everything. The Jules Verne section, Journey to Center of the Earth, that was really cool. That was probably my favorite part. They also had like a freaking like Mount Rushmore type like mural into the quote unquote rocks around the park. When you go to like the news section, which is like all the way in the back, gotta walk a lot. There's like a mural of like all these different characters, not specifically Disney princesses, but just like characters that they chose. I don't know. Disney Sea is kind of weird. I will get to that in a second. They had one that was like, of course, like Elsa and Anna, and then they had Pocahontas and Peter Pan. It's interesting. When you splash Mountain, when you get splashed by Phoebe in her mountains, yo, it's no nut November, dude. Can't have me being I can't be doing any splashing. I can't. You can't do any splashing either. You know, are there really any consequences for losing No Nut November? And you know, if you give me a sub, you know, my audio's Jake in it. Do you lose No Nut November? All these are questions. Also, the Peter Pan mural that was there is so hilariously terrifying. Look at this bitch. Why is he so scary? Why? Imagine you turn around and you see this. Holy jump scare. Everywhere, everyone else looked fine, and then you turn around and you see this guy. What the hell? I know, that's why I said, that's why I took a picture of it. Why does he look so scary? I go AFK and come back to this nearly full screen. What the fuck? Hey, if I was subject to seeing this on my trip, so are you. You had to suffer with me. Consequences of never becoming an adult. Ugh. Dude. Oh?
Yeah, I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
J1MB0 Boy gifted a tier 1 sub to Feces Milkshake. They have given 652 gift subs in the channel.
I'm sorry, Jim Bob. What account did you gift that sub to? Thank you for the gift sub, Jim Bob, but what is that? That's probably the worst username I've ever seen. We got a gifted sub to Feces Milkshake. Feces, like dog, like poo-poo. I thought it was something else. Please, for the love of everything, double check what you are typing. What did you mean to gift a sub to? It's rather than Feces Milkshake. First of all, I want to. Maybe I don't want to know. My milkshake. It's an Eater Poops milkshake. Yep. That's your alt account. Your alt account got a gifted sub. Now you can use 2 accounts to watch my stream and not be counted. Fifi's Milkshake. Where? First of all, my name getting auto-corrected to Feces, I'm not sure how I feel about that. But also, who in the right mind would have an account called Fifi's Milkshake. My milkshake brings all the boys down here. Who would have an account with that username? Fifi's is your alt account. It's ran by Rancid. C is under F. Speaking of typing, okay, I got nice nails going on right now. All right, you can see them. You can see in my pictures, right? I'm gonna bring up a picture. Bring up a picture. See my nails? They're nicely done. Okay. I don't normally do that actually. Just get like the long pretty nails. Let me tell you why I don't really do that. Because I can't type at all. I can't type for shit. I can't type on my phone, especially. But you know how many times I will type on my keyboard and I'm pressing my finger, but my nail will input the keycap on top of it. Yesterday, I was working on the computer and I press backspace.
Yeah, I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
J1MB0 Boy gifted a tier 1 sub to Fesslover69. They have given 653 gift subs.
Jim, no! Jim, why are you doing this? Why? Why? We were doing so good. We're doing so good. I got bombarded with a bunch of milk, subs at the beginning of the stream. And then I went to story time, and we've been like calmly listening to me say story time on this stream. And then you had to go and give subs to Feces Milkshake, and then you're like, oh, let me do that again. Feces Lover 69. I want to, or maybe I don't want to go into the mind of the person who has this username. As well as Feces Milkshake. I think that one might be worse. That one might be worse. Who? I need to know. I need to know. Who has the Twitch account?
We do a little trolling. It's called a little trolling.
A little trolling? No, it's a little shit smear. It's a little shit smear on the computer screen. Aww. Did you go through all the pictures? No, I was too busy rambling about how having nails suck. Yesterday, working on the computer, I pressed backspace. My nail tip hits either F11 or F12. Above it, it literally closes my entire browser. I had like 5 tabs open, so it's not that big a deal. But I was like, really? Really? That's cool. Thanks a lot, nails. Oh, and I can't type for shit on my keyboard on my phone. I can't. I literally, with these fucking hands, I can't do anything. I'm having to like just use 2 fingers and use my nail tip on my keyboard, and then I have to use like a grandma speech to text on my phone, because if I try to type an M, I type like an H. Like, what are we doing here, bro? How does anyone live with long nails?
Yeah, I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
GameWiz14 gifted a tier 1 sub to Inflames_Sway.
Thank you, GameWiz, for the gift sub. I also just can't. When my nails are done like this, I can't practice bass at all. Not at all. At all. Not at all. Speaking of basses, the Fender store had a Japan exclusive bass called Noir. Ooh, it was a beauty. I wanted it so bad. Lil V showed it to me, and I was like, bro.
Yeah, I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
J1MB0 Boy gifted a tier 1 sub to Nailis Suis. They have given 654 gift subs in the channel.
Ayo?
Yeah. I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Ipu76 gifted a tier 1 sub to Raven Onyx.
Thank you, Epu, for the gifted sub, and thank you, Jimbob, for the gifted sub, and thank you, GameWiz, for the gifted sub. Nail is Suez? I don't know what that means. Anyway, there's my fake nails rant. I don't know how anybody can function in their life with, like, super long nails. I don't get it. I'm chopping these off tomorrow. I can't take it anymore. This bitch gonna go crazy over long nails. Actually, I did show Die and Angel and H&K a YouTube video of a guy doing story time. It's like a Twitch, it's a Twitch clip made into a YouTube video.
I'm sure you know how to work those long nails.
Well, I'm about to tell you a story of a story that I showed to my friends, and the story was a guy talking about how he got a blowjob and ended up with a fake nail in his butt. Dude, you gotta understand, when I played this video of this Twitch clip that I had saved, how my friends were brought to tears laughing at this story. So this guy, his name is PM, telling a story on Twitch about how he was getting a blowy, and his girlfriend at the time had really long fake nails, doing a little backdoor knocking with her nails. Long story short, it got stuck in his butt. He couldn't get it out for a few days. There's a lot more to that story. That's all you need to know. He got a fake nail stuck in his butt. And then I get a message on Discord after I play that video, like 2 days later, being like, "Hey, can you link me the nail in the butt story?" And I sent it. So, guys, if you ever date a chick with long fake nails, new fear unlocked. Don't let her go digging in your butt, twin. Any Pacheco machines? Actually, no, not really. They weren't very fun. The nail in the butt wasn't very fun either for that guy. I did do some gashapon. You're just like, anyway. Oh man, what is this picture? Oh yeah, I went to the store in Akiba. Where did the picture go? Where'd the picture go? Hello? Hello? Where'd the picture go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Okay. In Akiba, there was a little mall, or maybe it was Ueno. It was Ueno. They had this little cute, like, I don't know, this little cute Kirby display thing. I think this was Ueno. It's like, I don't know. I enjoyed looking at this. Little random thing. I was showering, so I didn't hear if you got any Nikkei stuff. Nice change of topic. So what's funny about Nikkei stuff? So that same mall that I showed you with the candy stripper. I'll show context for anyone who missed it. Whatever mall this was had this store in it. On another part of this mall, there was a store that had like boxes.
Yeah. I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
They gave Moon Arch for the 60 months. there was another store that had like a line of Nikkei stuff, and one of them like it looked like a little like a play card box, and I was like, oh nice, like Nikkei's online trading cards almost, like you get a little box of, I don't know, 20 cards and they have Nikkei's on them. That's really cool. That's exactly what it looked like. It said recruitment on the front and everything. So I buy 2 of them. I'm like, yeah, Nikkei cards, Nikkei trading cards. I go home. I don't open them in Japan. I go home. I open it. It is a chocolate in the shape of a trading card. I said, why would you do this to me? I wanted my waifus on a card. I don't want to eat the card.
Feifei is cute, adorable, beautiful, hot, stunning,
No.
gorgeous, amazing, sexy, boing boing, cute, 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 and so very, very boing boing, cute, cute.
No! You take that back. I can't believe people would lie on the internet. Did it melt? No, actually. I ate one. Oh, I actually had the box right next to me. I never threw it away.
Yeah, I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
J1MB0 Boy gifted a tier 1 sub to Fefalova69420. They have given 655 gift subs in the channel.
Hey, finally, he learned how to type Fifi. Thank you, Chimbot, for the gifted sub to Fifi Lover 69420. Let's go, dude.
Hashtag Feifei cute cute.
No,
Feifei
no,
is cute
no,
cute
no,
cute
no,
cute.
no, no, la 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 la. Can't hear you. Yeah, looking at this box, you know, I didn't look at the back of the box because I was like, I can't read anyways. It's all in Japanese, but it looks exactly like a deck of cards. And to be fair, there is a card in here. Yo, Ray Ray! Yo! Let's go! Let's go! I don't have a raid alert.
Hashtag Feifei boing boing.
Oh, yeah.
It's no not November, you guys. Don't be like this guy and lose it.
Raid, 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 raid.
It's like really drunk trying to read that out. Raid. Thank you so much, Ray, for the raid. Raid. Oh, Ray lost. No, not November. Ah, fuck. Man, you need to last one day, man.
Welcome, Raiders. This is
the voices.
Who is cute, feet, sexy, and so very stinky.
A stinky. Hey, man. I resent that. I'll have you know that I am a Twitch streamer. That doesn't help my case. I'm not stinky, huh? Take that. I am not stinky because I say I'm not. You won. You've lost so miserably.
Feifei is so very cute.
No.
Feifei is so cute she makes Twitch scared.
I do make Twitch scared, that's true. Thank you, Ray, for 22 months. Stream on a stinky platform. I do stream on a stinky platform. You know, for anyone coming in on this raid, thank you for staying. I did not go to TwitchCon. I dodged a bullet. I went to Japan. I've been doing Japan story time. I went to lots of places. Tokyo, Osaka, Shibuya, Odaiba, fucking Shinjuku, Akihabara. I went to all the fucking places. I ate all the food. I did all the things. So if you're like, did you do that one thing? The answer is yes. I went to a Dojin convention. There we go. Japan's better than TwitchCon. You know, I had so many people message me, you going to TwitchCon? You going to TwitchCon? I'm like, no.
Feifei is cute. Hashtag Feifei cute. Hashtag Feifei cute.
No.
Come on, everyone, tell Feifei she is cute.
You see, I didn't hear it, so that means, like, you didn't actually say anything. Not to me. I didn't lose this game. And actually, I'm probably not gonna go to TwitchCon like ever. After this, nah, dude.
Take it back. Fefe's not stinky. She's stinking cute.
No. I don't even know what you said. Well, you guys hear some? It's the sound of this beautiful world that we have, and not inside the internet. The internet's not real.
Just accept you're adorably cute.
No.
Also final free from work.
No. I'm glad you're free from work though. I got selective hearing. Did you do a health check on Crimson Comics? I haven't seen any work from them in a while. I can't remember at the top of my head what Crimson Comics did. Unfortunately. I know it's there. It's in my brain. It's on the tip of... my brain cells are working overdrive to remember what Crimson Comics did, but it's fleeing my mind.
The other day, I wasn't sure if I should go to the gym or not. Then, I thought about how heckin' cute you are, and that was all the motivation
Oh, sorry, there's something stuck in my throat. Anyway, story time. I was doing that thing, wasn't I? I was doing that thing. I was talking about Disney Sea. Disney Sea is cool, but it's also really weird. There's if Tokyo Disney Sea is worth going to, but don't go there for the rides. You go there to walk around the immaculate park that they built. It is a gorgeous park. There's only like 8 rides though, bro. Like, you ain't getting on one. You can get on the boat. You can go on a little boat ride. Don't get on a ride. Unless you have a fast pass.
I'm jaking it.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Fefe's cute.
Did you really make an alt account with that username just to own me? Hey, somebody else just lost No Nut November. No complaints here. I did get one fast pass, and that was for the Tangled ride. That's a really good, like, 2-minute ride. What?
This sign is True Faye is cute.
No,
so very cute.
No,
Cute, Fifi,
I
cute,
can't
cute.
read. I can't read. I don't know what that sign says. Just like in Japan when I couldn't read any signs either, especially in the train station. Let me tell you. There's one thing I noticed about Japan. Okay. There are a lot of signs that are very detailed and have a lot of instruction.
Yeah. I'm jaking it.
Thank you, Undead Crow, for the Prime. There's a lot of signs in Japan with a ton of text on it. They're very specific. They have instructions laid out very clearly for a lot of things. There's a lot of signs too. You either have a bunch of signs or you have no signs at all.
Big brain energy is reeling. NNN actually stands for non-stop Nut November.
I mean, in the Fifi streams, they do be. I don't know what that was. Anyway.
In Night City, what makes Fefe a criminal? Being cute.
Then I'm the most law-abiding citizen there ever was. Hold on. I have something in my brain. And it's gone. I don't know what I was talking about before. Somebody asked me if I tried Japanese alcohol. I did. Actually, in Shibuya, there is a bar called The Church. It was a church that was converted into a bar. Very on point. The bartenders dressed up as nuns. And I got a shot with one of the bartenders, and She said that it was a
The hardest part about NNN is trying not to fail because of how cute Faye Faye is. So very cute.
Sorry, I just came out from sleep. Oh, good morning, everybody. I had nothing for that one. Not cute, by the way. That's the thing of nightmares. So, I went to a bar called The Church. Had a shot with one of the bartenders. You could buy the bartender's shots, which is what I did. And they said that this was a special sake from Osaka. I think it was called Hasabi. Something like that. Started with an H. And I realized afterwards. I'm doing story time!
Yeah.
Thank you for the sub.
I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Hi Ian, welcome back from Japan. Hope you had fun. Also heard that you didn't know that the trains are color coordinated so that you don't get lost.
Hi Drago, thank you for the 46 months. Yeah, I'll talk about the trains. Even with the trains being color coded, they are not easy to navigate. In fact, they are an absolute nightmare. Anyway, story time. Went to a bar called The Church in Shibuya. You go like kind of to the left to the 109 building, just kind of keep walking. I got a shot with one of the bartenders who was dressed as a nun. Bought both of them a shot actually, and they were like, "Hey, we'll do an extra like half shot of this special sake from Osaka." It was called like Hasabi or something like that. I don't quite remember. They said after this, sorry. I looked on the menu afterwards under the list of drinks. I saw that alcohol, and that particular alcohol is made with snake venom. And there is a snake in the bottle. Let me tell you that I didn't realize that I was drinking snake venom at first, but let me tell you that's spicy. That shot was spicy, dude. So people were like, what's the weirdest thing you did in Japan? I drank snake venom with nuns in a church bar. There's a snake in my booze. Okay, you know what? That's actually really good. I was like, I was wondering like why they would have a sake made partially of snake venom. And it's not, you know, it's a deadly venomous snake too. What I learned.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Good day, Fefe.
Good day. Thank you, Slime Red Girl, for the 7 months. What I learned later about why this exists is because snake venom can help you get a different kind of buzzed. Maybe even buzzed a little bit faster. So you drink like this really spicy sake, and the snake venom gets you buzzed a little bit harder. Venom can't hurt you as long as it doesn't enter your bloodstream directly. Well, there we go. I was perfectly safe, but it does affect you. It does affect you in some way. Because they put it in the sake so you get buzzed a little bit quicker or a little bit harder. I don't know. It affects you in some way. So that's one thing I did. Bam, 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 bam. So that was a special sake from Osaka. And I mentioned I went to Universal in Osaka. Man, so this is Nintendo Land. Right behind my hand here is that little walk area, and like literally straight ahead is those stairs I mentioned before.
Oh, yeah. I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Glad that our cute, funny, sexy, successful punk princess is with us. I was missing that boing boing and cute punk aesthetic feet blow kiss feet blow kiss feet blow kiss feet lick.
Well, thank you, Taz. I miss you too, or whatever. Thank you for the 24 months. So this is Nintendo Land, with the stairs directly ahead that I mentioned earlier. Universal, I underestimated it drastically. It is a beast. It's a beast. And like, if you think I'm crazy for telling you to get to the park at like 8:30 a.m., I'm not, dude. When everyone else was like, oh, we're gonna get to the park at 8 o'clock. It doesn't open till 9, by the way. Like, we're gonna get to the park at 8 o'clock. It was just down the street from where we stayed, by the way. So I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna sleep in a little bit, then I'll get there at like 9 or 9:30, which turned into 10 a.m. anyway. So early in the morning. So many people, man. And Nintendo Land was a beast within a beast, dude. Like the hawk swallowed the snake. A Nintendo Land, you got to get there early, and you got to go to this place first. It's so crowded. It's so crowded that they need to limit entries. No other park does that. And I will say the rides weren't like that good. Not like I went on very many of them, because all of them were like 3-hour waits. But it was fun. It was fun to walk around, like legit like Nintendo Land. Let me see if I can bring up any more pictures. So much Nintendo stuff there. I mean, obviously in Japan you would have a lot of Nintendo stuff, but I don't know, walking around this was pretty stinking cool. Walk around like all of this. It's like, I mean, for Nintendo Land, there was only Mario stuff, really. It was Mario and Donkey Kong. Nothing else? I was like, why not just call it Mario Land? Because, I mean, it's Nintendo Land, but there's like legit nothing else besides Mario and Donkey Kong. But anyway. Yeah, I'm waiting to go once they add Zelda. Yeah, nothing Zelda. Nothing from any other big IPs. Literally just Nintendo Land is only Mario and Donkey Kong. Also stay out of the Piranha Plants territory. I went in there. You can play these little games with like these little bracelets. A lot to go over, but there's like a game that you could play. Oh, those are the stairs I talked about before, dude. I went up these stairs. I went up those stairs to leave through Princess Peach's castle on the way out. And look at all those people crowding around it. Look at that. Now you can see why. Now you can see why when I was trying to leave the park, which you have to go up these stairs to do so, with all these people crowded around it, I was shoving people, being like, get the fuck out of my way. All these people just crowd around these damn stairs because, well, behind them is this really, really awesome view of the park. But, dude, man, I wish I knew I had this picture. Like, well, I did think I had it, but I didn't see it in my, like, little gallery here. Man.
No one's getting the star now.
When I was telling that story earlier about, well, these stairs, about how, like, frustrated I was with all these tourists standing by the stairs, I literally took both my arms out and I shoved people to the side. I was like, get the fuck out of my way. Now you can see why I was doing that. Because look at that. That's terrible. They should have somebody standing there telling people to move along. Which actually, if you think that sounds dumb, no, there's actually so many people, so many workers in Japan, either at construction sites or in a busy mall, that stood there, and literally all they did was to tell you to not stop and keep walking. It was so funny, actually. This one part in Shibuya had that.
That looks like a fire hazard. A fire marshal's wet dream.
They don't care. I think you're anonymous for 200 bits. No, I went to a mall in Shibuya, and it was really funny. There was like two entrances almost like right next to each other, but on different faces of the building. For you to enter this mall in, and there was a lady standing in between both entrances that literally was just holding up a sign and telling you, hey, keep moving, don't stop at the entrance, keep moving. And there was a and right in front of her was a mom and her kid standing still in front of her. They were just standing there. They weren't supposed to, but it was just so funny to look at because they were standing in front of her. And she was like, don't stop here, keep moving. But they were just like, they're just standing right in front of her. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
Big 25.
The big 25. Quarter of a century old. How does that feel? That your birthright for the 25 months? Let's see. Oh, I found a picture of Sunshine. Dude, I cannot say it.
You turn me on?
You know what? I'll come back to that later. And the answer is yes. Also, after I met Kaho, watch back through Harajuku. Dude, look at this freaking Dior building, and look. You can look up here with this little like green area. You can walk up there. You can walk up there. Dude, I don't know. This building was nutty, and I saw people walking all on top, and I was like, dude, it's a cool building. I won't lie. I mean, normally like luxury buildings like this are pretty crazy. Dude, Ginza was nuts, but it's kind of clean, right? I don't know, it looks really cool, especially the green part on top that you can just walk around. There was also another little park area that I went to. I actually don't remember the name of this park off the top of my head. Fuck. What's the name of this park? Hold on. I'm gonna Google this because I'm frustrated that I can't remember. Park in Shibuya. Miyashita Park. Yeah, Miyashita Park. Went there. It's funny. You walk up there and like there's it's just a cool like little park. But there's like vending machines there. There's a Starbucks there. I actually was in the mood for coffee, so I did go there. That was probably one of the more difficult times of ordering food in Japan. And well, long story short, I regurgitated all that coffee. Which surprised me, but I think what it was I think that in their coffee, they use gum syrup, and gum syrup's a diuretic, and it did not, I think that was the first time I ever had it, and it did not sit well with my tum-tum. I think it was right after this photo was taken. I was like, I need to puke right now. I did not have a good time. So if you ever go to Miyashita Park in Shibuya and see vending machines with restrooms next to it, no, I threw up in those bathrooms, I guess. I don't know. Is that good story time? What am I doing? Anyway, that's a good park. It was lovely. Any TMI? I don't know. I did see some mascots walking around. I have a picture of a mascot here. I actually didn't see like a whole lot. I saw like maybe 5 in total, but I did see like this one mascot. They're just, I don't know. I wanted to take a picture of a mascot, and I saw that one. I was like, hey, mascot walking around. Did you see any squatty potty or normal Western toilets? No. I mean, what do you mean by what? I mean, okay. They look like normal ass toilets. They just have like the seat warmers and the panel of the bidet controls and stuff. Now there are some toilets that are like in the floor. Thankfully, I didn't run into any of those. They do exist. I'm just happy I didn't run into those. So then I do all this crazy stuff. I go to Square Enix Arnia and I walked in front of the Square Enix building. Arnia was pretty cool. They had interesting food. It was good though. And they had a room in the back with like a floating crystal. Man, it was good. It was good. Had a bunch of merch. Bought a ton of merch. I also went to Eorzea. Square Enix Eorzea. If I'm saying that right, I don't know, and I don't care. That's Final Fantasy XIV themed. And that food and those drinks kind of sucked, I won't lie. Also, when I was in Osaka, I saw Fountain Boy. This is a sculpture made by Araki. It's an original character for this train station. And based on JoJo. Those are some JoJo stands in the back there. Apparently they are what Araki considers to be the strongest stands. So, and then Fountain Boy is the original. I'm not going too deep into the pictures I already showed on Twitter. I mentioned this briefly, but I went to the Capcom Cafe in where was this? The Capcom Cafe was, I think, in Osaka. Yeah, this must have been in Osaka. There was also like a Nintendo store there, but the Capcom Cafe had a Hololive Street Fighter collaboration. Like I mentioned before, as you can see there, I got the drink. It was decent. The food was okay. I got like a basic Japanese meal with like onigiri, miso soup, and like pork belly that was like raw and cold, but it was good. So I had that. And let me tell you, this is probably the most what the fuck kind of experience going into a restaurant, because you had the Capcom store, and then this was in the back, and this was like first day of the collab, and they kind of just opened. They're still putting up the decorations for this collab, and there was no one there, but they were open. I didn't go there before they opened. They were open, and I go in there, and the Nintendo store was like next door to this, but I got there earlier than everyone else, and I decided to go here to eat instead of the place everybody else picked. So right after this, we went to the Nintendo store, but I stopped by here first, and here's how a lot of restaurants in Japan work. You get a reservation, but it's not like in America where you walk in, see if there's a table, and if there's not, they put your name down, and then you wait. No. A lot of times, if you go into a restaurant, it's like maybe 50-50. They ask if you have a reservation, and if you don't, they make you make one. But they don't just
put your name and phone number down in the computer. No, they literally point to a QR code and make you make a reservation on the QR code. Probably almost all of the sit-down restaurants in Universal like this, but I was like, okay, well, you know, it's Universal. Maybe it's because it's a park. No, outside Universal too. This Capcom Cafe, okay, the host meets me at the door, and he was like, you have a reservation? I was like, no. Points to the QR code. Can't translate it to English. I kind of do context clues, fill out all of my information. And then he had to help me because I couldn't read it. And then for my reservation time, I choose a time that is 5 minutes in the future. Click confirm. And then he was like, cool, now you can come inside. Leads me inside to the table. There was nobody there. There was nobody there. I don't know why they make you do that. Like I said, it's about 50-50. But if you show up and they ask you, do you have a reservation? It's very likely that they're going to make you scan a QR code and make a reservation and then take you in immediately once you make it. I don't understand. I really don't. I really don't understand why they make you do that. There was nobody there. And like, you know, it's not like he like looked at his computer and looked to see if there's any upcoming reservations. No, there was nothing like that. He just made you do a reservation right then and there on the phone. And I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. That's just like one of like the weirdest things, like culturally, that's, you know, was not used to. And I was like, this is odd to me. And if you're like, well, what if, you know, a bunch of people are going to come in like, you know, like 15, 20 minutes from now? I can understand that. But the entire time I was eating there, no one walked in. No one. I was the only one in that restaurant the entire time I was there. And it wasn't early, like 8 a.m. It was 2 p.m. So I don't, yeah, that was probably the strangest thing I observed, is that if you walk in and they make you take a reservation, they're going to just point to a QR code and wait for you to do it. And then they're like, okay, now come in. I'm like, okay, this is dumb. And then basically at the end of my trip, went to Sunshine City again. Here's a picture of the front of it. Actually, let me take this off. Here's a picture of Sunshine City in Ikebukuro. Really, really cool place. If you ever see Durarara, sometimes they'll show this in like the background. But went there, and I was like an hour late meeting Merryweather and Twin Tails. If you guys know, I met them both. Yeah, we went to Sunshine City, and we went back to the Pokemon store, which is where I took this photo. And had omurice at the same like little sit-down restaurant I mentioned before. It was really, really, really cool meeting them. Yeah, friends. I was like, finally, I get to meet friends in Japan. I mean, I met Little V. I met like VTubers. So I went there, and then after we split off, I went back to Harajuku, and I went to the glam store, which they're right at the front door is my Fifi jacket on a mannequin. I thought that was so cool. It's the only one left, but I mean, it was right at the front of the store on a mannequin. I was so happy seeing that. And then I met TK, and we hung out for a bit, and we got some pictures together, and I got a picture of him in my Fifi jacket. That's so cool, man. And I got so much glam stuff. I cleaned house at that store, man. Well, not really, but I got a lot of pins, and I got a really nice cardigan. Feels really nice. And a t-shirt. Oh man, I don't have a picture of the shirt I got, but it's so
Guten
cool.
Abend, Fei. You're back from a lovely country, yippee-yay. It must be wonderful and fun in the land of the rising sun. The end of autumn is almost near. Is it with the cold winter what we fear? But first, the nut November. A month always to remember. Nonetheless, a happy stream are rocking and tuber queen carrot.
Thank you, Krang Madness, for the 100 biddies. Remember, no nut November. I don't know. What was that laugh? You know what? I don't know. Glam Store also had a bunch of JoJo stuff. They literally, at the center of the store, had a whole table, as you can see, of all of their JoJo merch. Ironically, though, I didn't buy any of the JoJo merch because I either already owned it or wasn't, like, gonna look good on me. So, also, you brought Land of the Rising Sun. I gotta say, Land of the Rising Sun, more like Land of the Setting Sun. Bro, the sun went down at like 5 p.m. That was nutty to me. Anyway, yeah, there's me still. Little cardboard standing in the middle of the glam store. I also went to the Gundam store in Odaiba. I'm not sure if I have any pictures of that. And that's where the Unicorn Gundam is. That's the only Gundam I saw. They had a glam shirt in the store. They had a Gundam like shirt that I saw both there and at the Gundam store. That TK made a Gundam shirt that they also put in that store.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm jaking it.
Hey Fefe, just dropping in to say hi.
Hey Jehovah's Sickness. Thank you for the 15 months. Unicorn. I said unicorn. Also, I finally found the picture. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time finding these pictures. This is the Durarara vending machine. Ain't that cool? Anyway, that's an Ikiba girl, obviously. Here's the Unicorn Gundam. Again. Grabbing nuts. You don't get to nut in No Nut November. Also at this mall, they had freaking sea salt ice cream. I had been looking for sea salt ice cream all over Japan because my Kingdom Hearts brain didn't allow me to leave. I saw this on my last day there. I had been looking for it all over, could never find it. And then I finally found it. At this mall. Literally, go to the Unicorn Gundam, go to the door. It's immediately on the left. It looks like a cotton candy store. No, they got sea salt ice cream, bro. And it tasted so good. Got a picture with all the homies holding sea salt ice cream that I will not show you. And then, let's see. I did not structure these pictures well. That's why I'm having such a hard time finding like the chronological order of these. Ah, fuck. Anyway, that was like my last day in Japan before I flew out.
Did you talk about it already? But do you go to the panty vending machine?
I didn't see one. The weirdest vending machine I saw was in Osaka, and it dispensed t-shirts. But I did not go to the panty vending machine. I didn't really like look for it because I had a bunch of stuff going on, but I didn't find one. I was too busy going to 7-Eleven like every morning. Which yeah, 7-Eleven's pretty good. It's pretty good. They have good like egg sandwiches there. I got like the egg sandwich like every morning basically.
I saw some vending machines sell wasp larvae in a can as a snack.
Huh. I didn't know that. Huh. Did you go to the vending machine park? I didn't, guys. I can't do everything in Japan, bro. Not in 2 weeks. I did all the big stuff. I know. Hey, I went to a Dojin convention, man. I did all of the things except the small things that I did. You could try. What, you want me to run on 4 hours of sleep? Did you also go to a Family Mart? I did. I did go to a Family Mart one time. And only the one time because when I went in there, there was a family, and the little kid was screaming in the middle of the store. For no reason. Dude, the young kids in Japan were actually pretty nutty. I won't even lie. They were wild, man. They're running all over the place. This kid was screaming in the middle of Family Mart. I was like, bro, where am I? So yeah, that seesaw ice cream was how I ended my Japan trip. And then the next day, I flew out of there. And then I went to a 21 Pilots concert with Suto. And you know, I bought Suto a Final Fantasy XIV Axolotl plushie from the Square Enix Arnia Cafe. And I forgot to give it to her. Oh no, I'm gonna have to visit her again and deliver it to her. Oh no. Oh, how unfortunate. Next time we go back, can we go to Tokyo Disneyland? I don't know. Disneyland is literally a carbon copy of the California park. And I thought people were exaggerating. And while I still didn't go to it, the rides are a carbon copy. And I still might go. Disney Sea was still cool. It was still kind of weird. I mean, you just kind of walk around the park. You don't really expect to go on any rides, you know, unless, like, you got the one fast pass. Or the Japanese tattoo parlor. I did not go. I did not have time. And I was so sad. I ran into, like, 2 tattoo shops. And, well, I just had a feeling that I should not walk in there. So I didn't. No. That was not gonna happen. They say it's cheap to go in. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Disney Sea wasn't, like, that expensive. I still might go, but yeah, I mean, it's just the California park again. So if I'm ever like, oh, I want to go to California Disney. Oh, but I want to go to Japan too. Then boom, go to Disneyland in Japan. Are the parlors bad? Dude, I don't know. I didn't go to any. There was one in Osaka I wanted to go to. But I didn't go to any tattoo shops. I didn't have time. Especially, like, in Osaka. Because I was doing so many different things in Osaka. It just didn't work out. It just didn't work out, okay? I really wanted to. Also, I saw this is bonus. I saw this ad. And, please tell me that, I just clicked on it. Where the fuck did it go? I'm getting mad. Why did I put my pictures this way? Why did I do this to myself? I literally just clicked on a picture and now I can't find it! Ah! Fuck me, dude. Where'd it go? So much for a clear, concise story time. Should have made a PowerPoint. What the? Okay, there it is. See, the problem is that for some reason, my folder with all the pictures, I will click on a picture and then I'll exit out of it. Then it'll go back to the top. I don't know why. It doesn't keep my place. It just goes back to the top. And then I'm like, wait, what? Where's my picture? Anyway, this is bonus. I saw this ad. Please tell me you see what I see. I couldn't, man. I had to do a double take. Exactly. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Obviously, it's not the other thing. This one, salty. Why is there a cork at the bottom? What is this? There's a cork at the bottom, and then I thought this was salt, but it looks fluffy like flour. Maybe a lamp? I guess it could be. I know you was having a time in Japan. See, I don't know what this is, bro. Anyway, that was a bonus. Bath salt. Yeah, you just break the bottle inside the bathtub, like. What else could be? I'm confused. I don't know. Anyone could translate it? That would be most helpful. That made me do a double take. Yeah, and I was like, hold on. Chuking. Sound of camera, not a cash register. I heard of one patient that had to go surgery because of a beer bottle or a bottle shoved up there in the butt. I could be wrong though. That's happened plenty of times. Anyway, that was my Japan trip. I'm leaving out a lot of things because I don't remember them. I did so much. I didn't even remember the alcohol until someone asked me about alcohol. There's so much, man. There's so much. What in the butt? I miss 2015. Did you have a rice ball? I had onigiri. Does that count? What other questions? Let's take a Q&A. Let's take a Q&A about my Japan trip. Are you just showing us your newest product and disguising it as an ad you saw in Japan? I will find someone to raid if, like, you know, everyone wants a dip. I just talked, like, for 3 hours straight. And I'm not used to that anymore. Did you get any pushback for being a foreigner? Not really, actually. I thought my tattoos would cause me some problems. And thankfully, it did not. The only place really that you're going to have issues are the onsen. Which I did the onsen and I did enjoy it to an extent, and I would probably not do it again. It's just like a weird atmosphere when you are the foreigner with tattoos in there, even if it's tattoo friendly, like the one I went to. I don't know. I was just like, I feel so out of place here. Like, it just was not a comfy atmosphere. Even though it's supposed to be comfy atmosphere, I didn't really feel that way. So that was the only thing about being a foreigner, but everywhere else, you're, like, fine. And then, in terms of, like, the foreigner experience, sometimes you do get foreigner cornered in a restaurant. It's true. But they're gonna do what they're gonna do. There were several times where I went to a restaurant, and I couldn't tell if it's because I was with a big group of people, or if it's because we were foreigners, or both. But we got put into whole ass separate sections of the restaurant, like away from everyone else. At the Kirby Cafe that happened, though I think that was because it was a big group.
Yeah, I'm jaking it. I'm jaking it.
GameWiz14 gifted a tier 1 sub to their Orink Knights.
Thank you, GameWiz, for the gifted sub.
Subs in the channel.
But But there was like a place in Osaka called Gyoza no Kachan, which means mother of gyoza. First of all, really good restaurant. Second of all, we got foreigner cornered. We were the only table at the right side of the restaurant. Everyone else, literally everyone else, was on the left side of the restaurant. So we definitely got foreigner cornered. Like I said, they're gonna do what they're gonna do though. Also, if you think that you're gonna get stared a lot, you're not. However, there were a few times I noticed where walk past people, don't look at you. And then I'm like turning around, like looking at my environment, and like I look to my side or slightly behind me or whatever, and I see them sometimes looking at me when I turn to them. So I think what's happening is that, you know, Americans will just blatantly stare at you. No shame. But I think that a lot of times they wait and then might look at you for a second, but yeah, I don't know, it was funny. It was like not paying attention to me at all. Then I turn around, like look at something, and then I see someone looking at me. And I don't think that they're expecting me to look at them in that moment, which is why they got caught. I don't know, that was a little funny thing. So many people I know went to Japan last month. Yeah, there was a group trip. I met Sayu. She was a sweetheart. Tani Tenshi was there. She also went to the Dojin convention. Also went to the Succubus bar. Very good time. Very good time. Let me see who is on right now. It's kind of late. Any more questions for this Q&A?
Welcome home, cutie patootie feet till
no.
big bits.
No. Also, real quick, if you are waiting on a thigh pic, I'm failing miserably in trying to get those out before the Japan trip. So if you have any thigh pics from a subscription that is outstanding, please message me in DMs.
Question. How much of a bottom are you?
Fuck you, we rating right now. Not even a goodbye. The answer is no. How much of a bottom are you? No! Did you enjoy the concert with Suto? I did, but there were so many phones, dude. I enjoyed being in the pit, but dude, all of the phones were actually like so obnoxious.
Has been modified to make Fifi have maximum cuteness. There is no cure. You can't stop the cuteness. My most diabolical moment, and I am proud. Embrace the cuteness if you want all the tentacles. Unless you want to get tentacle cucked this November.
Well, it is not November. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? Do I embrace Daddy Wesker's tentacles and the Uabuas, or do I take the cucking and win No Nut November? Oh, what to do? What to do? Do I win No Nut November, or do I obey Daddy Wesker? I don't know what to do. I will withhold temptation because I'm not cute, so I don't deserve the tentacles the way you're presenting them to me right now. Think I might found the person I'm rating. No, I did not. They are sleeping. Never mind. Oh, dang it. Why is the raid feature so bad? Why is this so bad? Bam, 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 dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'm gonna raid Danny. We're gonna collab, like, not this Sunday, but the
Bye,
Sunday
Fefe.
after.
Glad to have you back.
Hey.
See you next time.
See you guys sometime next week. I have a collab next Thursday, but I will not be streaming it. Then I will be back live next Friday and Saturday. I will probably not stream as much on Twitch because I have so much work on the other website to catch up on. And also my house is a complete mess because of like all this stuff that I brought back home with me. I have to like organize it, and like I can't be in fight or flight mode every time like I walk around my house. I have to clean it up. So until I can kind of get caught up on everything, I will not really be streaming on Twitch much. Just until I can kind of get everything like organized. And I was like, okay, I'll stream like 1 day a week on Twitch, which is not very much, and I know that. One stream a week on Twitch until I get caught up. Well, silly me, I scheduled 4 collabs next week. So, yeah, Thursday I will not be live, but I will collab. And then Friday and Saturday and possibly Sunday I'll be live. So I say that, but I'll be streaming 3 times next week. At least 2 times. I don't know. The Sunday one with Danny, who I'm about to raid.
Yeah.
May or may not stream that. I don't know.
I'm jaking it.
I don't know. Raiding Danny now. He looks so tired. He just did the soda pop video. I can understand why he's super tired. He's also taking shots. So yeah. Some good vibes here. Hope you guys enjoyed my very long story time. My first trip to Japan. And again, if you are a previous subscriber on the Thigh Pick tier, and I did not renew anyone's subscription, because I'm going to replace it with a new tier coming soon. But if you have a Thigh Pick that I never sent to you and it's outstanding, then please message me in my Fansly DMs to let me know. And I will try to get to it as soon as I can. I might do like a message on the blue site as well. I'm like, hey, like heads up, you know, if you have a Thigh Pick that's outstanding, then I did save all of the ones that were active before I stopped the renewals, so there is that. But still, if you're like,